Oh, hi.
Yay.
We back. How's it going?
I'm getting like an echo actually.
Are you? Of me or of you?
Everything.
That's
We
that's
didn't test this enough before we went live.
I don't have an echo. And it's
No?
usually
I can
me that
hear it.
has the echo.
Oh, maybe it's because hold on. I know what it is.
You have
There.
did you mute your window now?
I think we're good now.
Ah,
It was
see.
me.
See, all
It was
right.
me.
It's
It was
not
me.
you, it's me. Oh, nice.
My bad. We figured out it's been a little while. We're
We're
a
figuring
little
it out.
rusty. A
We're
little
we're
rusty.
doing it. We're here, okay? We're here.
We're here.
Just be
We did it.
happy we're here.
Ah, it
Yep.
feels good though.
The
Feels good.
first show since the Canada landing.
That's right. Exactly.
Yep. And we were just talking to that was so long ago. Like
Months.
it's insane that that was already over 2 months
2 months
ago.
ago.
Yep,
It's too long.
it is.
It's too long.
So we're gonna do the Canada visit part 2 soon. Uh, don't
You're
get
coming back
it.
here?
No, you tried to keep me. Remember, it's
Yes.
your
Yeah.
turn. It's your turn to come get trapped by the United States government. I hear it's okay. I hear we have some really good facilities for that. Oh
Oh
man.
boy. Oh boy.
Yep.
I did want to ask,
Yeah.
have you eaten poutine
No.
at home? No? I thought for sure. I thought for sure it might have happened.
Practically everything in poutine is anti the diet we are on,
Ah, that's fair.
and
That's
we've been pretty strict with the
that's
diet.
fair. Yeah.
So, like, our let me put it this way: like, we've been strict, but obviously we still do like our cheat days and that kind of stuff because no diet is successful if you don't indulge every once in a while.
Right.
But on none of our cheat days has poutine come up.
Ah.
Usually we go like let's get some fucking pizza or something, you know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
the normal things, but I still do want to make it because I feel like I'd be able to make a pretty solid at home version. Just air fry some fries up, some crinkle
Yeah.
cuts, and
Yeah.
just
You
obviously the most
present?
generic thing is gonna be just like some brown gravy. 'Cause that's just gonna be fucking heat up out of a can. I'm not gonna make brown gravy, but
You get like a powder. You can get like a powder and you mix it with water and heat it
can you?
up and then it's
Okay.
like thick. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little bit. I could probably do that. That's not so
Doable.
bad. That's not bad. I'm thinking like the full blown like you get your flour and some milk, blah blah blah, and whisk it together. No, I ain't doing all
No,
that
no,
shit.
you don't have to
Okay.
go. You don't have to go.
All right.
You don't have to go that crazy.
All right. All right. All right. Fair enough. Well,
Well,
one
yeah.
one of these days I'm gonna do it because we have pretty decent cheese curds down here, so that's what I would use,
Exactly.
and that's yeah. We'll get some poutine going one of these days. I got to introduce the family to it. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Well, it's good to be back. Hello, everybody, if anybody's out there. But yeah, we this original one was quite a while ago, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, we've had some health stuff, including technology health stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I
not
I
for a lack of trying to continue to keep the show alive here. Um,
I guess I could address the elephant in the room. My new stream setup.
yeah, yeah.
I am I am
Mike's
I
new
am
stream setup.
I am at Ellie's computer. She is allowing me to have some time on here to do the show. She doesn't mind, but I did pull, like I told you I was gonna pull her curtain down and put all the lights on and everything. Like
It looks good.
we're in it.
It looks
We're
good.
in it. So
Yeah,
here we are. We're in the stream setup.
yeah.
But yeah. So
But yeah, we had a few cancellations and
we did.
a few things, but good to be back. Good to be
Yeah,
back.
it is.
We made it.
We are, and it's going to be a good show because I feel like that there's going to be. I feel like there's going to be a lot of good conversation in this show.
Probably.
There always is, obviously, but like I like the recap episodes. I think it's fun to go back and visit topics that we've talked about before,
For
and
sure.
especially movies and films and critique and like rewatching. I did rewatch the episode. Like I said, I was going
Did
to,
you?
just because I just wanted to remember some of the conversations and stuff that we had from the previous episode, and just
Yep.
like looking back, I'm just like, oh my god. So like, yeah. So there's one. I'll save it until we get to the movie. But one funny thing that I noticed rewatching it this time that I didn't notice the day we did it, and I didn't notice in any because I've rewatched that episode before, and I didn't even notice it in a previous rewatch. I didn't notice it until today, and I'll show you. So I got a funny surprise for you when it comes to one of our movies.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Look at them lights, though. We were just commenting on the stream
Yes.
setup and
Yes.
the
Thank you,
addressing.
Ellie.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Don't let her fool you. She's just here to see when she can get back on Dead by Daylight. So,
How long is this gonna take you guys? Like,
right?
she can
Oh
play
my
on your Xbox.
god.
You can play on your
I
Lazy
don't.
Boy
I don't
Blue
have Dead
Monitor
by
setup.
Daylight on the
Oh,
Xbox,
Ellie,
nor
go
will I
download it.
ever. No, it's not on Game
Gabby, go
Pass.
go
It's not on
download it
Game
on that.
Pass.
Yeah.
We ain't paying for that shit.
Oh, it's on game. Okay.
It used to be on Game Pass. It
Said
did.
sorry already.
Ooh,
That's one. The
dang,
board pretty early.
dang. Why I do this, I don't know. Okay, so she's in there rearranging Valerie's room right now. As the kids get older, one of the things we've talked about is like they still like they have pretty childlike rooms, you know. So they get older, their styles change, interests change. So she's in there right now with Valerie, kind of redecorating her room, and then we are gonna like paint it for her and everything. When we bought the house, there was a pink room, and we're like, well, that's the girls' room, you know, like that's a little girl room. Throw her in there, she's good. Well, now she's 12 and watches anime and wears Tim Burton hoodies and stuff. Like she doesn't want a pink bedroom anymore.
Not pink. All right.
So Ellie's doing this whole revitalization of her room thing, and yeah. So that she decided for some reason today was the day that she was going to start tearing into this.
Today's the day.
Yep. And I made the comment early that I was not getting involved in that today. And now here she is like, why do I do this? So I'm like, yep, there it is. I knew that was coming, but it'll look good when it's done. It's just a pain in the ass to do for, you know, it's a lot of work. Excuse me, got the hiccups. Ugh. It's okay, I came prepared. So anyways, movies, games, disappointment, 2025.
Yeah, that should have been the title of the show. It's the disappointments of 2025.
I don't know. I don't. That's why I'm curious because I feel like you're gonna have more disappointments than I do.
Yeah, I have stuff that I don't have on my list that I actually really like this year that wasn't on my list.
Well, and I think that like as we talk and go through it all, obviously I think naturally we should talk about some of the things we watched that we didn't have on the list before or played, because I mean there's one game that I know I was going to bring up during it that has kind of blown up this year that whenever we originally did our show, I don't think I even knew of the game. But, you know, I think naturally there's going to be a couple of things that we caught throughout the year that we'll bring up. I know I will anyways. So, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right. Do you want to go through in the same order? Because as I went through and watched the video, I wrote down kind of play by play what we did. So the first thing that the item that we started off with last time was games, and you started us off. Do you remember what you started off with?
I have your list that you wrote and took a picture of and sent it to me.
Oh,
Great.
haha.
I'm ready.
Okay, you're ready. You're ready too. You're on your computer, and I'm the old man with my notebook, like writing
I
and
have the
scribbling
picture of that.
notes. Yes,
I have the
perfect.
picture you sent me, 'cause
I
think
love
that
it.
was perfect.
It
Now we can
worked.
follow along together.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So take us away. Do I need to bring up the trailers and stuff again, or can we just talk
I don't
about them?
think so.
Okay, good, because I don't want
I don't think so.
to.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of
I brought up the
a lot of
YouTube just
work
in
and
case,
effort
like,
here.
we want to pull something up, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's exciting. Okay.
Yep.
So, my first one from the year was I was very excited for The Last of Us 2 because it was coming out on PC. And I friggin' bought a new hard drive for my computer and everything just so I could play it and do it and everything like that. So, um, I liked it.
Okay.
Um, it like it was like I had talked about it. Like I had said, it looked very violent and
Hmm.
cool and reminded me of Resident Evil 2, which I really enjoyed and that kind of thing. So, um, it was a lot of those things, but I guess I'll say I've been trying to figure out how to explain this. I really like Resident Evil 2 and that kind of thing because of the puzzles and finding like you have to do this, and this to find a key that opens this door, which opens this thing
Yeah.
and leads you to this, and you find a book and put it here. Like it's that kind of thing. And The Last of Us was a very it was a story,
Hmm.
like a movie story kind of thing that you play out. But the gameplay was it almost got too repetitive for me.
Okay.
Like the fighting and all that was really cool. Graphics were awesome. Like all that stuff was cool, but it just got really repetitive where you would be in an area, there'd be enemies, you'd go stealth as much as you kind of could, and you were like taking things out. If they were the monsters, especially, you were trying to be real quiet and sneak up on them and stuff. You'd throw a brick or a bottle, they'd get distracted and
Yeah.
fuck it, and throw a grenade and they'd blow up. Like and you were like kind of running around hiding under cover, and then you were what I actually found, man bear, what's up, thanks
I
for the
saw him
follow,
in there.
appreciate
Yeah.
it. And then the other thing was like I found that and it just might be the way that I play, that I never wanted to miss anything
Hmm.
or be short on supplies or ammo or that kind of stuff. And so in watching like a tips and tricks thing, maybe I fucked myself, but I found out that it shows you that you have this radar thing that you can do. It's like a spidey sense that it pings out, and it will actually like highlight anything that you're missing or that you can pick up. And so you can like ramp that rate up, and just by watching that, I'm kind of like, well, I don't want to miss anything, like,
Hmm.
and I want to be able to craft stuff and that. So I
Yeah.
turned all that on, and so I found like I was just like fighting stuff and then ping and then ping and then ping, and then I couldn't leave an area unless I found everything. And it's
Yeah.
just like you're just finding like broken like bottles and napkins and explosives, so just so you can craft ammo or arrows
Hmm.
or more health kits and stuff. And it just got really repetitive where you were just
Yeah.
taking out enemies, looting, and repeating that over and over and over again. The story was cool. Like it was neat to like you play Ellie for a little while, then you play Abby, and then the story like intersects, and you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
it was really cool. Graphics were cool, but I just found like it it just kind of got repetitive for me. And then the
Yeah.
other part that kind of bugged me a bit was I found it very I found the aiming and the gunfighting and stuff like very unforgiving.
Hmm.
To the point where it was like I had a hard time. Maybe it's just a controller on controller thing. I had to look up a video on how to tune the aiming and the wind up and the dead zone and all that stuff, because the especially the monsters, when they're running at you,
They
you want to
jerk
go for a
around and
head, right?
move and
Because
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're moving real quick, and to line that up, I was struggling real bad.
Okay.
And so I ended up having to put a setting, like I just couldn't do it, and I was getting frustrated because not only that, but like the actual things are running at you, and you're like miss, 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 and then it's on top of you.
Yeah.
Was annoying, but the enemies, like the people enemies, they all have weapons,
Yeah.
and by the time I could get it locked in enough to where they're not moving, it was unforgiving in the sense that like I was getting shot, and that's really cool for it being realistic because I'll more realistic because in other games it almost gives you too much time.
Yeah.
After playing The Last of Us, I realized that we get babied in, like, it was like legit, like I shouldn't have that much time to
Yeah.
line up with your fucking head if it was a real life scenario.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were, so it was just the game was done in a way that it was more realistic, but
Okay.
it was frustrating because I struggled with the aiming. So anyway, I got to the point where I had to do another setting thing where as soon as you go to aim, you can make it go slow motion.
Oh,
And
okay.
I had to do that for the whole game so that I just had a chance at it.
Yeah.
Because, and even then, if I couldn't get it lined up right away, that I was still getting shot
Yeah.
by the NPCs and stuff. So
And you were playing on
maybe I'm just getting
mouse and
old.
keyboard,
I don't know.
obviously, because you said you were.
What's that?
This was the PC version, so you were playing on mouse and keyboard.
Oh,
You're
I
still
was
on
using my
controller.
controller.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I
So I
wasn't sure
think
yet.
that might be my issue, but the game came out on PlayStation, so it's
Yeah.
made
No,
for
I'm with it.
controller.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just my lack of ability. Like I just can't, I just couldn't do it.
Are we just getting
Other
old?
people are able to do it. But there was like a lot of videos online that I found that people were kind of
Yeah.
feeling the same way, or they were looking
Yeah.
at what do I got to do to make this a little easier because I'm struggling. So
Well, and that's what I was gonna say is if there's that many videos out there online, then it's not a you issue. It's an
yeah,
overall game issue.
yeah. So I had like mixed things about it. Like it was a really cool story. I really wanted to love it, but I think it just got repetitive for me. Uh, yeah, and I struggled with the aiming. Never struggled with aiming like that. But
Yeah. See, and I because it's funny because the way that you describe the aiming in the game, and I haven't played The Last of Us 2, or if I did, like I played very little of it. I think I don't even think I got into the combat portion of it. I think
yeah,
it was like such a long like till you get to do fucking anything in the game that I was like I'm bored and I just stopped
yeah.
playing. But I feel like a little bit of the sway and stuff, like you have that in Resident Evil as well. Like what you're talking about, I feel like there's a little bit of that exists there, as far as like
Maybe it's just that the
weapons
enemies.
sway. Now, and again, now I'm talking from an outsider looking in. I thought it like man, is it that much more exaggerated in The Last of Us than it is like a Resident Evil game? When I thought the Resident Evil game, I had a difficult time with the aiming in Resident Evil, so
Yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah. I don't know. I struggle with it. Maybe it's that they're just moving so fast.
Yeah,
Like because in Resident Evil they're a little slower. Like they're not running at you.
yeah, that's
And
fair. Yeah,
then
the
so
zombies.
these monsters are like they end up running at you, and I just couldn't do it. And
Yeah.
then yeah, the NPC in it, like the
Hmm.
people enemies, just as soon as they see you, it's like boom, you're getting shot at, and like you're getting like knocked down, and it's just like
So
oh
they're not having
wow,
any aiming
I don't even
issues.
have a chance, man. Like
Yeah.
so
So
yeah, I don't know.
some mechanics were a little bit of a missed point for you, it sounds like.
Yeah, I think if it were like I just couldn't. I don't know.
And
It's
then
just
the
me.
story
Like I,
was the story just a little too slow, do you think too? Or just like because I know you're saying like it was a lot of like stealthy action when there's action, but more trying to like stealth action around. But like
yeah,
was it a slow game or
it was long. It took me like 27 hours or something. Like it's a
holy shit.
long game.
That's a
Yeah,
long game.
it's a long game.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie. There was actually like as soon as I finished it, actually just finished it like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
As soon as I finished it, I've been saving watching the show,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't until I watched the show that I actually understood a little bit more on what the hell is going on. Now, to be fair, I didn't watch or play. I watched the first season. I
Okay.
never played the first game,
Okay.
and So I really just jumped into the second game after watching the first show.
Okay.
So it wasn't until I watched the season that I kind of understood more of who's who. I
Yeah.
probably still wouldn't even explain this correctly, but like there's like the fireflies and there's the wolves and there's scars.
Yeah.
Like they're just different factions. I didn't know who the hell was who in
Yeah.
watching the show, and then playing the game I was confused as well. But
Right.
now I kind of get more of what's going on
Yeah.
from watching the show. So
Hmm.
maybe that didn't help me either. That I was kind of playing the game, and I'm like,
Yeah.
who the fuck are these people, and who's fighting with who here? Like,
Right.
I don't know. That was my own.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
My
a
own
lack of knowledge on
understanding.
the characters and stuff.
Yeah. So
I gotcha.
I think I was just, and then there was a part where I was like, I thought it was gonna end, and then I don't know if this will be spoilers for anything, but
It's been out long enough. Who cares?
yeah. So in playing the game, you play like Ellie and Abby, and it's a revenge thing. Like Ellie's trying to kill Abby for killing Joel, and
Joel dies? No, I'm
watch-
just, I know this.
you do the whole thing all the way out, and then it gets to like, let's say, kind of a climax part of the game, which is where the show ended right now.
Okay.
And Ellie and Abby are finally in the same spot, and they get in this big fight, and it's a cool fight. It's a cool boss fight kind of thing in the game where you're trying to dodge her, and you're playing Ellie, and you're trying to dodge Abby and stuff, and they get in this big fight, and then they like beat each other up so bad that they end up just like calling it. Like I'm gonna fuck that up, but it's almost like, okay, I don't want to fight anymore kind of thing over this. Like
Yeah.
it's almost like a forgive you kind of shit.
Like a truce.
So then, yeah, and then they just like walk away, and a period of time goes on, and Ellie's like living her life with her girlfriend and her kid, and everything's okay, but it like gnaws at her,
Yeah.
you know? And it's like, okay, I can't live with the fact that she's still alive. I gotta go kill her now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, why didn't we just like end it when they were fighting?
Yeah.
Why do we have to like? Because then it goes into this whole thing where you end up in fucking this nice Malibu place, and you're like at this big resort, and then you end up fighting again, and then that's the end of the game. And even then, I don't think they kill each other.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right.
Even then, I don't. I'm just like, was that necessary?
Yeah. Right. Did we need to
I
do
don't know,
this
I didn't-
again?
I wasn't a huge fan of the ending of the game.
Okay.
I think they could have ended it when they fought the first time, and it would have been okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Huh. That's
But it
weird.
was another whole section of
Yeah.
playing. Maybe someone would disagree with me, but whatever.
Interesting.
Anyway, mixed feelings on The Last of Us. I don't think I'll ever play it again. It was very long
Yeah.
and got repetitive.
I got you.
I'd play Resident Evil 2 again right now.
Yeah. So for our first game, recommend it or not recommend it? I think we have to do it. I know.
I'd recommend it, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool. It's cool, but it's not. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. I wouldn't have. I'm not gonna rate it as high as I thought I was gonna.
Yeah. Do you feel like maybe if you would have played the first game, you would have been a little bit more invested in the story?
I don't know, because from what I saw for the first game, it looked like it was a lot of walking around and talking to people, and it wasn't as much action and violence and
Oh, okay.
gameplay. It looked like more of a story from what I saw, so I'm like, I'm not gonna like that. I don't want to go talk to people and
Yeah.
dialogue.
Yeah.
I don't like doing all that.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Like the combat and stuff in this was cool, and there were parts where like my jaw dropped because it was like they were showing you stuff that they don't normally show.
Yeah.
It was like you take like you're fighting this big burly woman with an axe, and when you finally end up finishing her off or whatever, you like take the axe and you just fucking right in her head kind of thing. It was just like, oh my god. Like,
All right, you're talking me into it here. All right.
like slicing throats, and like it was just like very violent, which was cool,
Interesting.
but like
Yeah.
I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
So that stuff was cool.
Yeah.
Or yeah, like the monster, like there wasn't a lot on the screen, and like the monster's coming at you, and you can like dodge, and then like you take out your melee weapon, and it gets intense. Like when there's a lot of monsters and stuff. It was
Okay.
yeah, when shit hit the fan, it was cool, but it was just very unforgiving.
Yeah.
Fighting with
Yeah.
enemies and stuff. But
All right.
I'd recommend it, but
But it's a recommend. So I mean that's a positive note. Recommend. There's some
very
hesitation
lightly.
there, but it's
I give it like a 70.
all right. So,
Like,
all
you know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good.
Yep. Nice. All right.
Probably my longest explanation I'm gonna have for a game.
That's okay. That's okay. Well, you had 27 hours in the game, so that's okay to have
Yeah,
a longer
it was a
explanation.
bigger one for me, so
Yep. So I guess that means I have to move on to
the
mine.
rest of mine's pretty sad, actually. Yeah, you go.
Uh,
It is super. The rest of my list is sad. I have one more that I'm. Yeah.
yeah. So on my
For
list
anybody watching.
is Monster Hunter Wilds. And I mean, since we are, you did say that you spent 27 hours in Last of Us, give or take. I did spend about 67 hours in Monster Hunter Wilds.
Okay.
It was okay. I was looking very forward to this game.
You were.
I enjoyed Monster Hunter World. I played Monster Hunter World back when it first came out. I was on PlayStation, played with a large group of friends. Really enjoyed it, spent a lot of time. Revisited World not too long ago, played with Manbear, played with Snipes. Got you know what I mean? Just kind of got back into the mood for it. Monster Hunter Wilds. So I will say it's funny. One of my biggest complaints about Monster Hunter Wilds was it's actually the opposite complaint that you had about Monster Hunter World. Whenever we first did the video, you had talked about how like you go for 2 fucking hours hunting a monster and don't have you know what I mean? Like how long does it take to beat this thing down? And it's just time consuming. Wild was not that way. The monsters were too easy.
Oh. So I probably enjoyed it.
You might enjoy it a little bit more than you did World.
I
Because
have a question.
yeah.
Did you hit record? Are we recording?
No. Fuck. God damn it. Should I hit record now? We do a quick
Sure.
all right. So here we go. All right.
Well, that or you can just download the VOD. That or you download the VOD.
I'll download the VOD.
Okay.
That at that point because yeah, good idea. It doesn't make sense. Just don't let me forget. Okay, before the fucking VOD disappears. Okay. So anyway, Monster Hunter Wilds. One of the biggest complaints community wide is that they feel like they toned down the difficulty of everything. Pretty much in order to bring in a larger fan base. They were trying to get more people to play it. And of all the Monster Hunter games, it had the largest release worldwide, I would say. Like more people purchased this game than any other Monster Hunter game. And again, because of accessibility, that was one of the big things. Thank you, Chibi. Yes, the background.
Right? That's got mic written all over it.
Right?
So festive.
So like me and Manbear blew through it. Like it was nothing. Like
It
we
wasn't challenging at all really for you then?
I mean, we're talking compared to World, we were ready to hit walls where it's like, okay, we have to go back and really gear grind and get better and farm gear and blah, blah, blah. Gotcha. We never hit those walls the entire game. We just beat it. We just beat the game. And then the way that Monster Hunter works you beat the game, and then essentially it's like, whoa, wow, we found stronger versions of these monsters. You better go kill them now. And we just went and killed them. We're like, okay, okay. And we just murdered.
Ran through the
We
game.
just were, and so like it got to the point that whenever we would log in, it
God.
was essentially just like, well, like we're just gonna collect gear.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you know what I
boring for
mean?
it.
So the story was short. The characters in the no, most people don't care about the story of Monster Hunter World. It is about the gear grind. All right. I like a little bit of a story. You know what I mean? There was just enough of a story in World that I was like, all right, cool. I could buy it. This story, same thing. Pretty bare bones. But even the characters in the bare bones stories, you're like, I hate these people. Like, let's just let them get killed by the monsters. Like, let's just pack our shit and leave. Like, they are annoying. They're stupid. They make terrible decisions. I don't even like the characters in the game. So story sucked. Game was too easy. It was not the grind I was looking for. I mean, like I said, we're talking. Let me see if I can. Like I said, I played Monster Hunter World back on PlayStation. And then I got it again on Steam. I have almost 100 hours on Steam, and that's not even including what I originally played on PlayStation. And I only have 67 in Wilds. You know what I mean? So it's like most of the community played Wilds and then went back to World. They're all back on Monster Hunter World. Most people are not playing Monster Hunter Wilds anymore. And briefly to touch on, it released. I didn't have a lot of issues, but it was buggy. Lots and lots and lots of issues people were having with graphics, with skipping, with frame rate drops, which in a game where it's like I have to hit a button at the exact moment the monster does this, to have frame drops and stuttering is a major issue, So, I'm glad I played it.
Do you recommend it?
I would recommend it for people like you who want to experience Monster Hunter World, or who want to experience the world of Monster Hunter, but don't want the time consuming grind that is associated with all the other games. If you want the grind, if you want to have that dopamine rush of beating giant monsters that you've worked and worked and worked to get leveled up for, you need to go back and play World. So casual players, Wilds; gear grinders, stick with Worlds.
Gotcha. Nice.
That's my review of Monster Hunter. There's not a lot there to review. I'm telling you, it is a very bare bones game. It's a gear grinder that lacked in gear grind. So, doing this right now. Skin kind of. Oh yeah, Geo's over at a friend's house and they're skinning deer. Nice.
Ellie's having a rough week with deer.
I know, right? Well, it's funny because she had her, accident of deer, and then our friend shows up today to grab something, and Gio went over their house, and she's like, "Well, shot a deer last night." I'm like, nice. So, yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, that's Monster Hunter Wilds for me. That's it. That's all I got. It was sad.
Wonderful. We're on a good start.
We're doing great. We both mildly suggest probably our biggest games. Like, meh.
Yeah.
Meh.
Yeah.
But now I get to look forward to going back to you for Doom: The Dark Ages.
Why are you looking forward to that?
I want to know what you have to say, because you were quite looking forward to this.
I was. I didn't play much of it.
Okay. I think that's most people.
I didn't play much of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you go back obviously to our original episode of this, I talked very highly of Doom
Mm-hmm.
2016, and I don't know. It was just such a good game. Uh, just cutting in and out. It was just 2016 was so cool. I don't know if you changed the resolution, Chibi, or
She's not at home right now.
oh,
She's
okay,
she is elsewhere.
gotcha. So yeah, I love 2016. I loved the little hidden secret things. I loved like finding all that. I liked the guns and the way it all kind of worked. It was like you would go into an area and have to like slay everything before you could move on to the next area and repeat, but like it was engaging enough that like it never felt boring. It was usually pretty intense and a lot of fun, and like you had to, it was like I've said, it was like a ballet of button combinations and monitoring your health, your armor, your ammo. Like you could like, you know what I mean? If you
Yeah.
meleeed them, you would get ammo or whatever. If you cut them with a chainsaw, that would give you armor, and it was this constant balance of trying to do all that stuff while there was a ton of shit coming at you, and it was really fun and engaging. And then throw in the secrets and all the stuff. Like 2016 was sick. And then Eternal came out, and like they just like ramped everything up like crazy, and I don't remember there being as much cool secrets in that, and it was just like way harder, and like you had like this grappling hook and you were like moving around constantly. So when they advertised the Dark Ages, they said, we know we kind of fucked up with Eternal and it was all about movement, and now this is like you're gonna stand and fight, and you're gonna have this crazy shield, and you're gonna be able to like block, and it's more about staying in the fight kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And it it was, and I played a little bit of this, but it just very quickly got just chaotic.
Yeah.
It would be like it would be again, it would be an area. It just didn't feel the same as 2016.
Mm-hmm.
In that they just threw this new mechanic at you, and it was just like right away I could kind of tell, okay, this is just going to be this over and over and over again. And I don't know if I really want to do that.
Right.
I don't know if I care enough to do that, because you had the shield and you could throw the shield and stun people or whatever. And there were enemies that would throw out these like pillars. It'd be like four pillars would be like thrown at you.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, you know what I mean? They'd be
Yeah.
coming at you. If you could line yourself up with the green one, there was like 3 red ones and a green one. If you could line yourself up with that green one and rip up your shield, you'd like throw it back at them.
Okay.
And it was just like that happening over and over again in every room.
Yeah.
It would be like a bunch of enemies. There'd be little guys and there'd be like bigger guys throwing
Yeah.
these 4 things at you, and you have to like constantly try and line up with the green one.
Mm.
Or there'd be a guy with like a big bolt and it'd be green. And
Yeah.
you'd have to like line it up to like shoot it back at him, and then you were like just fumbling through your guns and trying to kill everything and trying to like, you could like double jump kind of high, but it was just,
Yeah.
like, man, all I'm doing is just like running away from shit, turning around shooting, running away from shit, turning around shooting, and trying to line up
Yeah.
these green things. And I'm like, this is just gonna be like this for the whole time,
Mhm.
and I don't really care enough to do that.
Yeah.
Like, it just was, I don't know, it just felt different than 2016 in a way that it was just not engaging for me.
Yeah.
So I just quickly was like,
Not for me. Yeah.
not for me. I'd rather play 2016 again because it was a better balance of,
Yeah.
I don't know.
How
just
did
secrets
you
and
feel
gameplay.
about Eternal? Because it's the follow up to the 2016 one, Doom Eternal. I feel like
I
a
liked
lot.
it, but I'll admit that it was tough.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, like it was a lot of enemies,
Yeah.
and again, I felt like all I was doing was running away
Okay.
and barely hanging on to try and live through the fights. And again, that might just be my gameplay and how I
Yeah.
go about deciding to do things. You know what I mean?
Well, I just feel like as
But
far as popularity goes, I feel like the 2016 reboot was like the most popular. And then I feel like
yeah,
Eternal, people like kind of like you said, I think people enjoyed it overall. And
yeah.
then the Dark Age, like it was like there was a decent amount of hype for it. Like the look of it looked cool and everything. And then when the game came out, everybody was just kind of like, meh. I feel
It
like
looked cool,
it's
but
go ahead.
in a way, I'm kind of like, it just, it felt weird. Even the
Mm-hmm.
story made me not care. Like it was
Yeah.
kind of cool, but it was like, okay, you're going back in time before 2016, where it's like knights and shit,
Yeah.
and it's like
Hmm.
castles and dragons, and it's like the whole first two games you're on like Mars in a
Yeah. Yeah.
spaceship,
Yeah.
and it's all futuristic, and then now I'm a fucking knight. Like it just like I don't know. It just
They
didn't
just
fit, and
like they
then
were
more
just
like
throwing a
it's all
gimmick in there just for the sake of having a gimmick.
yeah. Like how
Yeah.
do we make it wrapped around a shield? This is the new mechanic we're gonna do is the shield.
I will
How
say
do we build
though,
a game around that? Like
one of the weirdest things that I think that I thought the entire time, ever since I saw the art, like I was okay with the shield chainsaw thing, whatever. I'm like, whatever, it's cool, you know, it looks cool. But he had like a fur scarf on,
yes,
and I'm
that's what I mean.
like that looks fucking weird. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like Master Chief wearing a fur coat in a battle. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, no,
I'm
we ain't
just
gonna
like
do that.
I'm like I don't know about the whole going back in time
Yeah,
thing. Like that's just,
I
so
understand that.
right away
Okay.
I'm kind of like thrown. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I, don't, I only played a little bit after a few rooms. I was kind of like
Done
I
with
don't
it. Yeah. Fair.
I'd rather play Apex or something.
Oh.
Fuck off.
Oh,
Piece of
you
crap.
got it. You got one. We get it.
I got it.
Okay. Nice.
So I don't recommend Doom. I'd recommend Doom 2016,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't recommend
All right.
Doom. I wouldn't
Oh,
recommend. All right.
why? Oh, sorry. Had a little glitch there.
You said sorry.
Damn it. I had a technical glitch I was fixing, and I said it. It still counts. Still counts. We're good now. We're good now. But yeah. All right. So not a recommendation on Doom: The Dark Ages.
Couldn't do it.
All right.
I'm disappointed. I wanted to like it. I like those games. I like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, cool.
That was one that I was looking forward to watching people play, and then there's nobody played it.
Yeah.
I watch. There's one streamer I watch called his name's Bach Soup. I watch him play a lot of Resident. He's like a Resident Evil guru. He's like my main Resident Evil guy that I watch, but he plays most new games that come out. He tries them. He tried Doom: The Dark Ages, and he kind of was of the opinion the whole time. He's like, this sucks. He's like, I just want to.
Yeah.
He's like the entire
Wasn't
like
fun.
he made the comment one time like all he could think about whenever he was playing Doom was other things he wished he was playing at the time.
Exactly. I was like, I'd rather go play Apex. Or
Yeah.
something else, you know? Like,
Yep. Yep.
what else? The other part that kind of probably ruins it, which I think ruined it for a lot of games for me, and we don't have to go deep down this road, but like, it was day one on Game Pass. I didn't have to pay. I didn't have to pay for it. You know what I mean? Like, if I would
Yeah.
have had to drop $100 on that game, I
Oh,
probably would
yeah.
have stuck with it a little bit more. But the fact that it was on Game Pass day one and I just downloaded, I'm like,
Yeah.
I tossed it away.
Yeah.
Just deleted it. And I was like, I'd rather play something else. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I feel like
That sucks.
Game Pass kind of, I don't know. Like if I'm for not having to buy it outright. I know,
Yeah.
I know you pay for it monthly, but just
Yeah, I know what
for
you
not
mean.
having to buy it outright, I never felt attached to games, and that's
Yeah.
like I don't have it on my list, but like Indiana Jones, like there are
Oh,
so
okay,
much
yeah.
people like love that fucking game, and it was like so cool, but like I was a little turned off from the first person perspective right off the gate, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that.
Yep.
I like more like Resident Evil, but like
Third
Lara Croft,
person.
Tomb Raider, like third person is like I really like that, and right away Indiana Jones threw me off. I played Indiana a little, but I same thing. I was kind
Yeah.
of like Game Pass, and I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah. I'm also a third person Like I like like I like games like The Division, Revenant.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm naming those games, but I'm saying I like those views. All right.
Yeah.
Like the
Avatar, the new Avatar game, Frontiers of Pandora, first-person
oh
game.
yeah.
They have an update coming out in a couple weeks for the whole game will be in third person.
Oh really? I might
I'm
play it
pumped
then.
for that.
I might
Yes,
play that game then.
I bought it. It was on sale on Xbox. It was like $20, and I saw
Okay.
that update was coming out in December. I'm like, I'm buying it now for $20, and
There we
I'm not
go.
touching it really until
Yeah.
December when it's third person.
Yeah, don't
Because that's
ruin
when
your
you get
opinion of it. Trying it
Yeah,
out.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I did play a little bit of it because I
Yeah.
was bored of everything else. So I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck it. I bought it. I'm gonna fire it up.
Okay.
It looks cool. Like I enjoyed what I played, but I know I'm gonna enjoy it way more third person mode.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'll look forward to you streaming that so that I can watch it and check it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm excited to play that because I'm kind of without a story game to play right now.
Yeah, I hear you there. Gotcha.
Anyway.
All right. Didn't like Doom. All right. So number 2 on the list is a no-go. My second game that I mentioned was Little Nightmares 3. And I specifically said in the episode it was a game that it was a cop-out because I didn't have a lot of games, but it was one that I enjoyed the previous 2 games, watching Ellie play them, watch other streamers, and like the background story of the game, like it's kind of a dark setting, kind of some horror elements and stuff.
You didn't play it with Ellie?
Nope. I've
Okay,
never played a Little Nightmares game. Now I did say that I would play this one with her. It was something that I was interested in playing. Game came out. Game sucks. Absolute garbage of a game. Even the most
We are bad pickers.
avid Little Nightmares fans are like there's nothing, like this game just sucks. Like one new mechanic introduced in the entire game that like barely plays a part in any sections. The bosses, like the few boss battles that you have they're dumb. They're dumb gimmicks. Like there's just like there's like if you ever watch any of the Little Nightmares games, like I'll reference some of the stuff in the second one, like you have like the teacher that chases after you that's got like some pretty horrific scenes. You've got the butcher, and like they all kind of have these like themes about them in their areas. Like there's a hunter that's like stalking you in the background the entire time. You have to hide behind things and hide from him. Like the worlds feel really like you're in the hunter section because you're like out in the woods and hiding behind tree stumps, and when he's not looking you're moving around. The teacher, you're in a like decrepit broke down school and climbing like library like drawers and stuff. And then like I've seen like the first chapter of Little Nightmares 3, and it's like you're in like kind of a desert area, I think, which is a cool looking area, but then like the boss is like a giant baby. That like the end fight, I don't remember. Like I think you mostly just have to hide from it, and then a bunch of birds fly around its head, and it gets distracted and goes away, and that's how you beat the first boss. So it's like I was like, what the, and like that's just like. That's the game. That's like pretty much summarizes the game. Like bosses that are not well connected to their environments, and like shit's just kind of thrown in there more or less. It feels like the characters don't symbolize anything like they do in the other games. Like there's like a lot of like emotional symbolism behind the previous 2 characters and their stories in the previous ones. Gets into it even gets into like some mental health stuff. You know what I mean? These characters, nothing. There's nothing. They're just the 2 characters you control through
now
this.
You played it?
No. I've just watched some of it.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Ellie even played it. But no, just trash. Just trash. And nobody played it. It flopped hard. nobody liked what we got, and everybody moved on real quick from that one. Little Nightmares 3, garbage. Don't play.
Garbage. Don't play. Not recommended.
Not recommended. So with that said, I got nothing else to say on Little Nightmares 2, so I'll let you move on to your next one.
I actually gotta check just before we get. Yeah, okay. I had to fact check something before I get to that point. It's down the road, but anyway.
Oh, all right, all right.
Okay. My next one, I'm actually interested to talk to you about this one.
You weren't interested in talking to me about the other ones. This one, yes. Okay, gotcha.
You know why?
Yes, I know why. This is a yes.
So-
go ahead.
My next pick was Split Fiction.
Mhm.
Now, Split Fiction is from the developers that did It Takes Two and A Way Out and a few other ones where it is only multiplayer, split screen or it's all split screen multiplayer, but you can play online or couch co-op kind of thing. And yeah, you play. I can't remember both their names. One was Zoe, and I can't remember the other one's name. But anyway, you play the two authors, and you end up in their worlds, kind of thing. And one's sci-fi, one's fantasy, and you keep bouncing around back and forth, and you're trying to, defeat the bad guy that's trying to steal all your thoughts. And I loved it.
Good man bear's here. Man bear's here. Good. Stay.
Well, I had seen a bunch of previews on this. I thought especially like the hot dog part.
Yep.
It just grabbed me that I'm like, man, that's original. Like
Yeah.
that is out there thinking, kind of really cool. I hadn't seen anything like that. I never played It Takes Two. I actually played I played Split Fiction first, and then I played It Takes Two with Mary.
Okay.
So like it just looked really cool, and I thought, man, I'd really like to play that with like Javinator. It'd be something cool to play that we could play on Friday nights or whatever. So and the other part that was neat is you like bought that game, and then you had
The friend
a free
code.
code or whatever to give to a friend. The other person didn't have to buy it. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna buy this. And Jav, you don't have to put any money up.
Yeah.
You can just play with me if you want, and I think this would be a really cool story. So he's like, yeah, okay, sounds good. And we both really enjoyed it. Like, it wasn't hard, and I'm wondering if that's what you're gonna say.
Oh no, it was not difficult.
It was not a difficult game, but it was a fun adventure. It was a fun adventure, and I thought it did some cool shit to play on the whole split screen, because it was split screen no matter if you were playing online or not.
Yeah.
I got to see like everything that Jav was doing.
Yep.
He got to see everything that I was doing. It took both of us doing certain things that we both could see. It took doing both things that in order to progress through the levels and that kind of stuff. It took timing that we both had to do and like call-outs and stuff. Like, I just thought the gameplay was super fun and just an experience in gaming that I had never really experienced before.
Yeah.
And some really cool out there thinking kind of stuff, like the space, like the laser level was cool. There was
Wait, did you guys? So the laser level he's talking about, not to interrupt you there. There's a secret level. Did you guys find it? There's a secret, like almost impossible. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I did see the video, and those people actually won a trip to go meet them.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
we got to do it the first time. That was really cool. But there was just so many levels, and what else was neat? It was like it took like every genre of game and mashed it into this game. You all of a sudden had like bird's eye view perspective. You all of a sudden had like the dungeon crawler kind of thing. You went from whatever 2D to 3D to whatever, and then like you have one running on like one axis and another one running on the other axis, and then like that one scene where it's like all space and that whole space city in the background, and one's running upside down and
Yeah.
one's running and like stuff like that. You're just like, dude, that is so cool. Like, well done. Like, neat to see. Like, I don't know. It just takes it's almost, I don't know, like that whole Christopher Nolan approach to movies
Yeah.
on out there thinking like Memento and Inception done in a video game where it's like, man, how do you even think about,
Yeah.
okay, if this one's on this like running on this axis on the wall and this one's doing that, like that takes a lot of thinking and planning and really cool mechanics to do that, and
Yeah.
it was just really impressive.
All right.
So I thought it was really cool. Some of it was goofy or
Hmm.
whatever, like the dragon thing. Like I didn't like being the ball. Like my superpower as a dragon was I turn into a ball and I could roll. Like
I feel
some of
like
it was a little.
me and you had a lot. I think we played as the same character because I think there was a lot of times
I was the
where
fantasy. I was the fantasy girl.
I think I was the fantasy girl because I often felt like my powers were fucking garbage compared to Man Bears. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm glad you can go do all those cool fucking things.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
yeah,
just here fucking rolling
yeah.
around, you know? So you got the whip, though. I did get the whip. I whipped the shit
You
out of
got
him,
the
too.
crazy sword though, and you got to like teleport to the pink things and stay on all these crazy axes, and we just got to like grab barrels and throw them.
Yeah, but as soon as I got that whip in my hand, I did my best to beat the absolute shit out of him for fun. So, Man Bear, I'm curious to see. Man Bear, did I enjoy Split Fiction? See if he never.
I know you.
I I'm like 50-50 on Split Fiction, okay?
That's fitting for the title of the game.
It really is. I'm split. I'm split. It was okay.
What didn't you like?
I don't know. I just was kind of bored with it. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
were
Like
you impressed at all with like?
so the things you loved about it were the things I hated because I was just like I was always just like great, another fucking gimmick, here we go, like what's the next thing we have to fucking do. You like some things. I did. There were some things like one thing I was going to comment
It was
on.
easy.
It was a relatively
It
easy
was easy.
game.
Like you knew what to do at each boss fight pretty quick, and you just like it's like Mario, where you just jump on their head 3 times and it's done. Like it's like
And
it wasn't hard, but it was a fun experience.
so and this is where I'm gonna say, and just so you know, I'm gonna give you my early review is that I do recommend the game
Okay.
because there was a certain point, and I don't even remember exactly what happened, but I think it was whenever we were connected by the chains and crawling around and having to flip through the fire things. Me and Man Bear were laughing like schoolgirls. Like I haven't laughed that hard playing a game in many, many, many years. And so
Okay.
like that's where I'm like, there was moments that I was having a really good time. You know what I mean? That I was enjoying the experience of, because I was playing it with somebody and we experienced something funny and had a good time. You know what I mean? So, like a lot of times I do play a decent amount of single player games and I'm just sitting there by myself doing things. You know what I mean? So it was nice
Yep.
to enjoy that experience and have a good time and have a good laugh with friends. So a good it was a really good multiplayer experience.
Yeah.
Had that been a single player game, I would have made it about 5 minutes in and be like, nope, and got out of there.
Yeah.
So I think that's where my thing is loved being able to do it with somebody. I liked it better. I've tried, excuse me, multiple times to play. What was the other? It Takes Two with Ellie. I don't like that game. I just don't like it.
I love that game.
I cannot get behind the story. I don't like it. I don't like the feeling of the controls most of the time. I've never beaten it. We've never beaten it. I've never
I don't
stuck with it long enough to do that.
I don't like certain parts of the game, but I
Yeah.
like the story was whatever, and
Hmm.
but like I really liked the level design again.
Yeah.
I like the out there thinking of
Yeah.
how they did some of the stuff, because
Yeah.
again, it was like, man, that's cool. Like you
Yeah.
got this, like one's shrunk down to like a
Mm-hmm.
mini thing and go in little tiny holes, and the other person is like super big, and you're like, you have to work together to get through the thing. And it's like, man, how do you think of all that stuff and design all that stuff
Yeah.
to be able to do that?
Well, that's where
And it was
I
like,
would give them credit. I think they did a better job with Split Fiction than they did any of their other games with their creativity.
yeah,
I think it's far superior. Yes. I think Split Fiction is definitely their best work so far. But hold on. Hold on. Do you prefer the Singer M1000 sewing machine or the Toyota 6700 Seeger sewing machine? Devin West says. I'm just gonna keep rolling. Like,
let's see where this goes.
yeah. You ain't
Which
getting.
one do you prefer, Devin West?
You're not getting banned yet because I'm fucking curious now. You got me.
Yeah.
I'm hooked.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. Parts of Split Fiction, yes, I enjoyed. I did enjoy A Way Out though. I had a lot of fun with A Way Out back in the day too. I played with my buddy Adam, and we played through it, and we had a pretty good laugh. So, really, the only one out of those three
I
games.
would rank mine different. I would rank the exact opposite of you.
Really?
I like The Way Out. I like It Takes Two most.
Okay.
Then I would do Split Fiction, and then I would do A Way Out.
See, I'd be Split Fiction, A Way Out. I would find something else to put in there, and then for fourth place, but It Takes Two. Toya has her hands in too many things to focus on making a great sewing machine. I choose the Singer. Fair enough. All right, I'll look into the Singer sewing machines later. Nice.
Devin West, what was your favorite movie and video game of 2025?
Yeah, participate.
That's what we're talking about here.
We know your favorite sewing machine of 2025. What's your favorite movie and game?
Exactly. I didn't know that was the topic today, but hey,
Yeah,
now we're there.
this is where we've gotten to. December's episode is going to be sewing machine reviews with special guest Devin West 123.
Devin West.
Don't enjoy too many
watch
movies.
Too many movies, but I do enjoy Fallout New Vegas.
All right, there you go.
Right on. Did
Nice.
you watch the Fallout show?
Yeah. So I only watched like 3 episodes of the first season of the Fallout show.
Same. I never finished it either.
Me neither. And I know there's a season 2 coming out, and everybody's super hyped about it. Everybody loved the show. I think I'm just too old these days, like, to enjoy things in general. So, but anyways, I interrupted you partway through to start interjecting my own opinion on Split Fiction. So, could please continue on with whatever. Do you have anything else for Split Fiction?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Actually, I think I'm good.
And I think they, by the sounds of it, we're both pretty set on recommend yay or nay.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I wanted to. I started it again actually with Mary, and I played the other girl, and Mary was playing the fantasy girl, and we kind of just fell out of it.
Okay. Gotcha.
So.
Gotcha. Well, it was not on my list of things to play.
No, it wasn't. No, I was surprised to hear that you were playing it.
I did. I mean, we were always looking for a multiplayer game. So, Man Bear bought it. I believe I got the friend pass. So I did not spend any money on it, and we enjoyed ourselves playing it. And so I would recommend it if you have a good friend that you like playing games with.
There you go. We got a We got a winner.
We got a winner.
An
Unexpected winner for me. That was my first positive review was Split Fiction so far.
Too, really.
And that's wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, do I have to do my next one?
Yeah, you do. That's why we're here.
Number 3 for me in the game section is Dune Awakening. I don't want to.
Okay, why didn't you like it? You were
I
pretty pumped for this game. You were pumped.
love Dune. I love Dune. I forced Man Bear to
You were
watch
pumped
the.
because you
I
love the movie.
because the movies and the books. I like all of Dune. I like everything Dune. Everything Dune is great. The old '80s movie, the two new movies, the show that's on HBO. Like, I like all the books. Like, everything Dune is great. Until this game. Manbear's going to disagree with me because he has put a lot of hours. I have this really cool thing that I do where I get Manbear into games and then I play him for like 10 hours with him and then I abandon him and just watch him play them. It's great. So it's an open world survival game. You start with nothing, you build until you're a big badass, you know what I mean? You can take a lot more, you got stronger weapons. It just, the combat is absolutely terrible. Atrocious. I think it's probably
What's happening?
I think as far as survival game combat, it's some of the worst I've ever experienced. If you were to buy a commercial refrigerator, would you buy a Kelvinator Reach-In refrigerator or a Peak Cold 2-door stainless steel commercial refrigerator? Are we talking the two-door that has the freezer down below? I need more specifics. Please give me more details on these refrigerators. So like, I don't know. I just felt like all of it was too generic. Just the 2 doors. I don't know, dude. That's some peasant shit right there. I wouldn't even bother with those. So I don't know, man. I just didn't enjoy the game. I just didn't like it. I didn't think it was that great of a survival game. I didn't think the combat in it was any good. I just didn't enjoy it. The quest lines were terrible. Like, killed 15, 30 people with this gun. Like, that's not a quest. That's not a quest. You know what I mean? I don't know. I didn't like Dune Awakening. It sucked. Manbear likes it. It's okay. I enjoy some survival games, but like they've got to be, I don't know. Satisfactory was kind of a survival game, but it was more of a builder. Right. Build factories, do things game. I don't know. I don't want to talk about Dune anymore. It sucked.
Okay.
It was. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. I'm so thrown off right now. It's not even funny.
I don't know. So sewing machines and refrigerators. All right, maybe I went a little far calling 2-door refrigerators fucking peasant things. Okay, I mean, maybe that was a little far, but I feel like if you're gonna have a 2-door refrigerator, you have to have a freezer somewhere. So where's the freezer? Is it the left side the freezer and the right side the refrigerator? Or is it the 2 stainless doors on top of the refrigerator? Pull out, but I don't know. So
I'm afraid to ask this question, but I don't know the difference between a Kelvinator Reach-In refrigerator or a Peak Cold 2-door stainless steel commercial refrigerator. So I don't know how to answer that.
I don't know the difference either. I just started talking so that I could be a smartass.
I don't know the difference, so I can't answer the question.
I don't know the actual answer. I just wanted to be a dickhead for fun. That's my life.
Devin, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited do you get when you hear the ice cream truck coming?
So we have an ice cream truck that goes around our neighborhood in the summer, and it's operated by it's the business is called Mr. Pinky. And I'm just weirded out by it. I'm like,
you run away.
The kids.
You run away from that.
Yeah, see, we have a 2-door fridge and a bottom freezer, right? It's nice. We wouldn't got it. You try to get inside. Nice. Well, be careful trying to get inside because those people don't have to pass background checks. So be careful with your ice cream vendors. So anyways, yeah, Dune Awakening. Would not recommend it. Unless you just really love survival games and you have to play every single one of them. Then go play it. I don't care.
I'm not going to play it.
Okay. All right. Next one.
My next one was Fragpunk.
Yep.
Now, I played Fragpunk one night with some buddies.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool. I like the gunfighting was cool.
Okay.
And like I said originally, I really liked when you got in like a tie situation, because this game is it's just like every other plant the bomb, defuse,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Valorant,
Yep.
Counter Strike. They're all the same.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Search and destroy mode. But the gunfighting was really cool. All the characters had some kind of a big, some kind of an ability, like every other game, you know, kind of thing, and you were trying to like keep that in mind. I really liked the thing where you get in a tie and then you do like a shootout kind of mode where, you know, you go 1v1 and then whoever the winner is moves on, whoever the winner is moves on, and that kind of thing. Aww. That's it.
I'm annoyed. He can go away. I'm done. He wasn't even any fun. All right. Like, listen, you know I love a good trolley conversation, but his wasn't even fun. All right.
Now that he's gone, okay. I gotta say this. I'm like, I gotta see this guy. I clicked on his profile
Yeah.
and opened up his Twitch channel.
Okay.
And if you go to the about section
Yeah.
or whatever, it's right in the thing. He has 3 followers, and it says his bio is just me making a car.
Okay. What the fuck?
And that's what the picture is. That's what his profile picture is.
What the fuck?
Now, I gotta say, that entire conversation reminded me of Woodbine Mall.
Yep. Woodbine Mall, baby. That's right. Oh,
That's what that. I'm like, what in the fuck is happening right now?
dude, I don't know.
That was so weird.
If you click far enough, which takes you to his like offline with his chat and everything, the title of his last stream is Fix Broke Cars.
Oh my god.
Devin West. Go fuck yourself. Get out of here.
I'm glad you did that mid-show.
Oh.
I was dying to talk about what was happening.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't even fun anymore. Like I say, you've seen the online interactions. I could do a good trolley conversation. I could have fun, but his responses weren't even fun. So he was boring. He was a boring troll. So oh well, fuck him.
That was a very weird experience.
Everybody, go follow Devin West 23. He needs some followers over there on his channel so he can fix broke cars for all of you.
That was so weird.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Didn't even drop a follow. What a piece of shit.
No.
Anyways, what were we talking about? Frag Punk.
So, yeah, I played it one night. Basically, it just felt like every other destroy mode kind of game. And it's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't imagine it's doing super well because I would think that most people are playing Valorant.
Yeah.
I don't get why they're just like they keep like there were so many of those that came out too. That whole Spectre Divide thing came out where you're able to like control 2 of the people. Like it's like how can we keep reinventing the same game mode? Like
Yeah.
like Counter-Strike and whatever are like the main ones. Like
Yeah.
Sorry. I said sorry. I got
you did.
A bug, or it's like the rain outside, but something's making noise behind me.
That's number 3. I
don't recommend Frag Punk. I shouldn't say that. I don't know. It was cool. It wasn't for me. Like I could see where maybe if you don't like Valorant or Counter-Strike, maybe you would like it. It's a little bit more leaning on COD. The gunplay, which is cool because Valorant, like you don't have like the aiming's a little different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're most and like especially Counter Strike, there's no ADS, so this was a little bit more of that stuff. The cool thing with Frag Punk was you got those cards that you break, and then it changes the whole thing all the time. So like everything will be upside down, or
Yeah.
everybody will have big heads, like you like were doing that kind of stuff. So it did have some different things, but I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Kind of
your question about wondering how it's doing, okay? Whenever it came out, it peaked at 113,000 players, which is pretty respectable for that kind of game. It's now sitting at an average of 1,600 players. So she's dead. She's a dead game. It's done.
like
It's done.
you know,
Done.
and like it's like you keep making like the amount of effort that probably went into making that game, and like they just keep puking out the same thing, like.
Yep.
And then you get a
Uh-huh.
game like Split Fiction, where it's like completely different, and like it's like this cool thing, and it's like, man, that's what you know what I mean? And I'll talk about another couple in a
I
bit, but it's just like you can't keep puking out the same thing and expecting people to like latch on and enjoy it that much. All right, that, or I think they're just like hoping it's going to be the next thing. Like every once in a while, one will stick. Like Apex
Yeah.
Legends came out of nowhere, and it was kind of like another battle royale, but it's
Yeah.
just it's managed to hold on because
Yeah.
whatever, because of certain things.
I'm kind of
Whereas
curious.
so many other ones like Hyperscape and this fucking thing, like so many other ones have just died because like you're just trying to do
Yeah.
a little bit different, you know.
I am kind of curious about like the development time of a game like Frag Punk, because it's like you said, you know, it seems like it's a victim of one of those just throw some stuff in there, puke it out, see if it sticks, see if people play it, blah blah
Yeah.
blah, like almost like it's they're just tossing it out there, you know what I mean? So it's definitely
free to play,
Yeah.
battle path induced
yeah.
thing.
And I feel like it's unfair, obviously, to compare it to a game like Split Fiction, like you were talking about, because I think the development time of Split Fiction is going to be a lot longer. There's story there and that kind of stuff. Whereas a game like Fragpunk, you could literally those companies just go buy those assets online, like they already exist. So like they just buy the assets, build the maps, put colors and schemes on it, and then develop some unique abilities for the character models and go. So I definitely feel like it's a lot cheaper made.
To, like,
No, I know
just
what you
being
mean.
Something different.
Yeah.
Because like it's just
No, yep, and I agree. I agree. Like I said, that's why I don't think there's any originality in Fragpunk. Like they tried some new ideas, but like it's the same shit. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
So, yep.
So I don't know. There's only 1,600 players. I don't think you're gonna have a great time.
Probably not.
Like if you got like a team together, if you got a few people interested, you know what I mean, and you could like you'd actually like grind it out, then sure, like it'd be fun to play. But like just to solo pick it up.
Yeah. So is that a recommendation or no?
I don't know.
I feel like if you gotta say, no, I don't
You'd
know.
probably have
That's
a better
kind of a no.
time playing Call of Duty Search and Destroy, what we were playing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't have like, you don't need the goofy card mechanic. You don't need whatever. Like I would, if I wanted that kind of feeling, I would rather play Black Ops 7 Search and Destroy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
It'd
Gotcha.
be more fun for me.
Gotcha. Well,
Your turn.
this is an easy one. This was so I really only had 3 on my list whenever we did the original show. So we've already gone over the 3 I actually had. So my next 2 games were like last minute mentions, on the spot mentions on the show that I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that's coming. Okay, we'll check it out. So my next one was Tales of the Shire, which whenever we were on the show and I talked about it, I was like, this is a cozy game that I could see Ellie and I sitting down and doing some stuff on. It's fucking single player. So it's a cozy game that's literally just you and NPCs. I played the game for all of about 15 minutes and then got a refund. I was like, no, I ain't playing this game sucks. It was so boring and looked it didn't look good. I don't think it played that well. I know. I don't think Ellie ever played it, but I think like JC, Chibi, and maybe Wicked played it a little bit. It didn't last long amongst the friend group who, and I will say that, like, you know, for like especially like Ellie, Chibi, and JC are usually the ones that stick with those games for quite a while. Like they play,
Right.
you know, Palia, they play Disney, Dreamlight Valley. Like they play a lot of those cozy style games, and
Yep.
so if it didn't stick amongst them, that game fucking sucked. So, that's about all I got to say about that, man. Like I said, I played it. I got to about the first thing you're supposed to do, and I was like, if you can't do stuff with your friends on this game, it's definitely not going to be something I'm that interested in. And I returned it and never looked back. So I do not recommend Tales of the Shire. It was terrible. So move on to other cozy games that exist that are free. Yeah, and it was a paid game. There's free ones out there. So, anyways, yeah.
Oh boy.
Next.
So, you only have one more that you're going to comment on.
I do.
The rest of mine, I honestly are the rest of mine I'm kind of going to run through real quick if you don't mind.
Do you just want me to do my last one real quick?
Well, or that, whatever.
Yeah. Well, hold on. It's not out yet. Ghost of Yotai.
Okay.
Moving on. So yeah,
So that's gonna be
the
most
rest
of
the rest
mine,
is
too.
yours. Yeah.
That'll be the most of the rest of mine. So
Yeah.
Turok Origins was my next one.
Okay.
Not much else has come out about it.
Yeah.
But it's not out yet. So still looking forward to that. I still think that'll be cool.
Mm-hmm.
That trailer looked pretty neat. Splitgate 2 was another one that I had on there. Splitgate 2 is out. I played 1 or 2 matches of it, and I didn't like it.
Okay.
Now, it was another one of those, it's free, I'm going to try it. Nobody else really in my friend group seemed interested, so I'm like, I'm just going to see what it's like.
Yeah.
And I liked the first one. The first one was cool, arena shooter. I liked the whole teleporting thing. I thought it was, I really liked the first one. We kind of just got out of playing it.
Okay.
But this one, it seemed, I don't know. I didn't like the graphics and the way it looked and felt, I guess.
Okay.
And I know that sounds weird, but it was almost like a baked, too polished.
Okay.
I know that sounds weird. I don't even know how to explain it. The other game was like, the first one was like more indie.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what indie is the right word. It seemed like a small group. It was like 6 people or something that just created this really cool game. It wasn't like polished, but it was fun.
Yeah.
And, like it blew up. Like it was hours to play that first game.
Yep.
And it worked well.
Mm-hmm.
It looked okay. Like it looked cool. Number 2 looked like they got a ton of money, a ton of time and development behind it. And it just looked it almost looked too polished.
Okay.
It didn't look like it had the same grit.
Yeah.
And just like indie-ness.
Yeah. So it's almost
like money grab.
Yeah.
It looked like too polished and like they wanted money. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's the way it felt. It didn't feel as about the game anymore. It felt too fancy for what it, and I'm just
so like it's like the first one had a good thing going for it, and some executives and big wigs got behind that, like, man, let's polish this thing up a little bit and really make some money on it, and then they just kind of puked it back out, as we referred to earlier.
And I could be really wrong. I don't know the backstory. I don't know if anybody came
Yeah.
from the same 6 dudes that just just
What's up, Toro?
were able to make it look better, but it didn't have the same feel to me.
Yeah.
And combine that with like nobody else really playing it in my group,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to invest time into this, and so I didn't really play it all that much. So I don't know if anybody else really did. What's that? If you don't mind me asking, what's that game at right now? Is that one like the player count and stuff? If you can look that up.
I've got to pull
Talking
it up.
about Splitgate 2, Toro, the Splitgate 1 when you shoot the portals and whatever, you can teleport through them, and yeah. So Splitgate 2 came out. That was one of my ones that I had picked, but
Is Splitgate one
I'm
word?
curious what that player counts at, because I don't see anything about it. Like, no one playing. You know what I mean? Didn't even try the second one. Yeah, it's like, it just like, I don't know if you needed to make number 2. Number 1 was fine, and number 1 probably died off. I'm sure 2 is like nothing. I'd be shocked if, like, I bet you 2 is right around Fragpunk, if not worse.
It's worse. So would this be the alpha or the beta though? I'm confused.
Blake A2? It's not even out yet, fully?
No.
I think it is.
That says there's an alpha, there's a beta, and then there's some like founders packs.
What?
Yeah. 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 Hold up.
Says it launched. Split A2 lost over 80% of its Steam players in less than a month after launch.
Okay. Right now, average is 120 players.
So yeah, it released in June 2025.
Yep. It's still in beta though. It says, according to Steam charts, they're still calling that the beta. Here, I can show. I've got the Steam charts up right there.
Oh, I believe you. Okay, I believe you.
Yep.
Splitgate 2 beta on Steam. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Peak 25,000, which is still pretty low to be honest with you. But then playing 3 days ago, average 120. 120 people.
That's bad.
Hold
It
on.
just didn't feel anywhere near the same.
Dude.
Apparently, I'm not alone.
Holy shit, though. Even Splitgate, the first one, 17 people. All-time peak 67,000. So I mean, like that had a better peak, but even Splitgate itself fell off. So both games just.
I will say though, that game at the beginning, like some people were waiting like 8 hours to get into that server. Like it was.
Yeah, but that's and I mean, obviously, like we said, it's an indie game. It's relatively small, so there's not a lot of server for it.
Yeah.
They weren't anticipating that much traffic, I'm sure, because 67,000 people is not that much.
No, I would have thought it was way more than that based on that time. So
Yeah,
it was
that's
wait time.
that's an all-time peak right there is 67,000 at one time. So that's not that much. But
No,
either way, the fact that they're on an average of 17 people now and the newest game average 120 people, that's they're not doing so hot right now.
No, I'm not alone.
They've had better days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, moving on. The rest of mine are whatever. Gears of War E-Day hasn't come out yet.
Okay.
Haven't really heard any more on that. Borderlands 4 was on here. When we did the original thing, I wasn't even really interested in Borderlands 4 in the first place. I
Yeah.
haven't played any other games. I
Yeah.
just kind of brought it up because I knew that I think a lot
It was
of
an
other people were
anticipated
really
game.
interested in
Yep.
it. I don't know where that's at. I haven't really heard or seen a lot of people playing it.
People played through it for a couple of weeks. Like the most of the people that I saw that got into it were the people who streamer wise, content creator wise, like they made their start with the Borderlands series. Like it's kind of the roots of their channels, but even they played it for about 2 to 3 weeks, and they moved on to other things. So, it didn't have the longevity that the other Borderlands games did for the gear grind.
Yeah.
I need to
Amber,
get it.
you're gonna get it and play it still?
He loved Borderlands.
You haven't done that yet.
Yep. I would probably get it to play through with you. I would.
There you go.
But
Are you enjoying it, Toro?
I'm gonna complain the entire time, just so you fucking know. I got I'm like 33% done. I'll play with you. Oh, there you go. No, Toro, you can play with him, and I can hang out in Discord with you guys. I'll tell you guys how fucking great you're doing. All right. So, anyways, Borderlands 4. Neither one of us have played. Nobody else is playing it. Yeah.
State of Decay 3. That's based on a trailer that came out more than 5 years ago, probably.
Yep.
Not even close to it yet. No fucking announcements.
Nope.
Not a fucking clue.
And that's one that I said I would actually play with you.
Oh yeah, right on.
Yeah, that was whenever we were talking about it, and I think that would be an easy one to get people into. It's kind of that survivalist kind of game, so yeah. I think it would be easy for us to find a group to get together on that one.
Well, I know, yeah, our other buddy Jeff, he loved the first.
Yep, that's right. Yep. You were talking about Jeff. Yep.
So yeah, whenever that someday.
Half-Life 3. Wait, is Half-Life 3 actually happening? Light No Fire ain't coming out anytime soon. Don't even start no shit with no Light No Fire. Hey, that's gonna be like the 2028 recap right there, if we're lucky. So, anyways, go on.
My last one was Rematch, that soccer game.
Yep.
And this again, I didn't have anybody really that was interested in it. I thought it looked cool to be, behind the person kind of view of a soccer game. Once again, I think the Game Pass curse hit.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it's free. Well, free.
Yeah.
Downloaded it, played a bit of the tutorial, and I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Rocket League, actually, and I'm like, I'm not playing Rocket League all that much anymore. If I want to play something like this, I'll just play Rocket League.
Yeah.
I don't care enough to even learn the mechanics of playing this game, because I know I'm not going to play it very long.
Yeah.
I'd rather play something else.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it was a cool game. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just, for me, I wasn't all that interested to learn another game at the time. Are you looking up the player count for that?
Yeah.
So that was on Xbox and Game Pass. I don't know if it's on. I'm not saying it's I'm not saying it's a bad game. I think it's a niche market for that kind of thing, like a soccer game like that. You know what I mean? Like, so if it's doing poorly, whatever.
It's doing better than the other games we've looked up so far. So I mean, it's got almost 3,000 concurrent players. So yeah.
It still looks cool. I was not interested in investing a lot of time into it. So.
Yeah.
But I still stand by the fact that it looks cool.
Okay.
And it's probably a fun game.
Yeah.
But it reminded me a lot of Rocket League, which I'll just play that if I want to get that fix,
Fair enough. All right.
Okay. Before we move on, you got Half-Life 3 and Light No Fire. Is there any other games, anybody in chat that played this year that you really
Half-Life 3 doesn't exist.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, no. Are there any other games anybody's looking forward to?
Really, before we move on to movies, what are let's do the whole what came out that we actually did enjoy.
Oh, okay. So I haven't. Okay. So Arc Raiders.
Do you know how many you have off the top of your head?
No, just one or two. Just a couple of them, maybe, if that. Arc Raiders. So hear me out, okay? You know how I feel about playing on controller, okay? I'm terrible at it. I hate it. It bothers me.
Okay, I remember you saying that.
I got the game on Xbox and I just couldn't do it, so I refunded it. Now, it's a game that I could see being into on PC. I think I would really enjoy it on PC. Okay. So that being said, eventually, I'm sure I will purchase it on PC. Hopefully, I know it's like other people. So Toro's playing it. I know Wicked's playing it. I know other people are playing it. So getting a group together will be fun. Going in, goofing around. I watch a lot of streamers play Arc Raiders. I enjoy watching the streaming community in the game has been fun to watch. It just kind of blew up on the scene. We didn't even mention it in our show previously, and I love it because it's a smaller indie game. It's not backed by huge developers, and it is blowing everything out of the water right now. Like, everybody loves
Yeah.
it. That is the thing to play,
We
and
got
I
Black
love
Ops
seeing that.
7 out,
Yep.
Battlefield 6, and
Yep.
Battlefield 6 is Battle Royale, Red Sec, whatever, like a bunch of shit, and like, yeah.
Don't ruin my surprise, man bear. Okay. So Arc Raiders was my first one. What's your first mention?
I want to comment on that. Like, I've seen a little bit of it, and I know it's blown up, so I've been curious about it.
Yeah.
I want to try it. Jav and I just got into Helldivers though, so we've been
You
playing that
did.
a lot, and to get another game kind of similar, like we were playing Division 2 and then now Helldivers, and to get into another game, I don't know if we're gonna do it right now, but like, I'm curious about Arc Raiders because of the popularity, and I see
Yeah.
it's getting good reviews. I'm worried about the inventory system and just dealing with that, because I know that's something that you're used to with Tarkov, and I've seen a lot of that. And when I look at that, I'm just like, man, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy that part of it. Like, I find that annoying. So that part I'm not sure on. And the other part I'm worried about is with the PvP part, if it's going to turn into like the Division Dark Zones where like you don't even bother because you're just getting wrecked by people that play it a lot. And I don't know if that's the mechanics behind Arc Raiders, if that's how it is gonna work eventually, because
Yeah.
or maybe you'll get matched up with people of similar skill. And
I don't
level and that
think
kind
they
of
do
stuff.
skill-based matchmaking. I don't think so.
So like, I'm worried that you get into it at some point and you're gonna play these games, and people that play it hardcore are just gonna fucking wreck everybody, and it's gonna ruin it for like the casual player.
Yep.
Because I would just end up being like the casual kind of player.
Yep.
And so I wouldn't want to get it and just get frustrated all the time, and it gets ruined.
So
That's what I'm not really sure on.
So I'm in the same boat as Toro right now, where I only played 3 raids whenever I had it on Xbox. All right. But of the 3 raids that I played, like the last 2 I extracted, and playing solo, like I'd run into people and be like, yo, are you cool? And they're like, yeah, man, it's all good. Like, we're just out trying to do this. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm looking for these wires, you know. And they're like, oh, okay, well, open this thing up right here. And then they're like, hey, you know, I'm like, okay, yeah, I got what I need, so I'm just gonna go to the extract. You know, they're like, oh, I'll go with you and make sure you get out. Okay, I'm like, oh, cool. You know what I mean? So like, there was a lot of, like Toro was saying, it was really like cool people that I was meeting, and I even know there's been, again, going back to like big name streamers like Carnage has been playing, and like that's like his whole shtick in the game is he like just runs around, he never picks a fight. Like, he goes in and he's just like, hey, what's up? And he'll end up with groups, like he runs solo mostly, I think. And like, he'll end up like around a group of like 6 or 7 guys, and everybody just chatting like, oh, what are you guys looking for? Oh, I think I got a couple of those on me, you know, like, and everybody just like, hey, you know, can you help me carry these things down here so we can open this door? Like, oh, yeah, we'll cover you while you carry that. And like, they'll kind of like shoot the robots and stuff as they're going along. So like, the community is not that bad yet, but there's also some people I watch that are fucking extract campers, but that's what they are in every game they play. But I think it's a majority pretty cool fucking people playing the game.
That's awesome.
I've heard it described as like Tarkov is for the hardcore. Like, Tarkov is for the people who like to be hurt. All right.
Okay.
Arc Raiders is for the people who who want to play an extraction game, but also work a full-time job. So like, you want to come home and you just want to relax and get some shit out and complete a couple of quests and like enjoy your time in game. So anyways, that's my Arc Raiders. Yep.
Yeah, I actually watched the IGN review.
Oh my god. They shit on it so bad.
The first time.
Oh, did they redo it?
They must have did a read. They must
Oh.
have redid. I think they did like a preview thing, and yeah, I watched that one too, and he just shit all over.
Dude.
Like, it's not gonna go nowhere.
Dude, all the streamers, like,
rinse and repeat
they
thing.
have probably made that dude famous making fun of his review and how fucking terrible he was at the game.
Yeah.
So,
So I did see that one, but they
okay.
actually redid it.
Okay.
And
Good on them.
and so in that review, he talked about how awesome the community is around this game and how it's not so much that extract camping kind of
Yeah.
scenario, that people were actually really cool and helpful. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. Like that would make
Yep.
me want to play.
Yep.
So we'll see.
There you go.
I don't know.
There you go.
People around it, or
Well, there's a guy that I watched named Stankrat who plants grenades with detonators on the extract buttons, and then goes and hides in a bush. And as soon as guys go up there, he just blows them out of the water.
Yeah.
And the best part is because
it
it has proximity chat, so you can actually go up there and talk shit to them afterwards. And yeah, so
yeah, I would. That
what an asshole. Toro says, "Yep."
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyways, so Arc Raiders, yep.
It's on my radar. I feel like if we just got into Helldivers and we're loving that.
Yeah.
So, I feel it's kind of similar and in ways, but
Yep.
we'll see. Maybe one day, but by then maybe we'll be too out of the loop.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. Oh, are you frozen? You there? We might have just lost Huey. Which is a really great freeze frame that I have him on right now, but he looks like he's like leaning over to fart. Did we? What happened? All right, we're having technical difficulties. We're gonna. Oh, I might have just got a message. Just my power went out and just came back on. He's releasing. So yes. So in the time being, we're gonna sit here and talk about things and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. So Toro, what do you play? I guess Arc Raiders is cross console anyway, so you could play with anybody on anything. So I have like $35 sitting on my Steam account right now. And so I'm probably going to end up buying Arc Raiders on PC, but I don't want to do it right now. I'm on my PC, been playing with Buddy Callus on PS5. Nice. All right. So we're going to drop out of this call because he's going to call back. Yeah. Fucking Canadian power, you guys. See? This is why it's nice to live in the old US of A. Fuck, government doesn't just cut our power off randomly. Goddamn socialists up there. So what other games have you guys been playing? Anything interesting? Arc Raiders was one. Man Bear, what's the one you've been playing? With the farming and the mechs and all that I played with you like one night on. Outer Worlds 2. I played a little bit of Outer Worlds 2 and wasn't my thing. I didn't really like the first one either, so it didn't surprise me, but I gave it a shot. Had to give it a shot. Yeah, Man Bear's been playing a new survival farming sim game. We give him Mass Effect Andromeda another try. Okay. All right. Well, I heard that game made a major turnaround once they got all the bugs fixed. Lightyear Frontier, that was it. Lightyear Frontier. That was a decent game. You still been doing anything with that? It's not Shepard good, but it's not terrible. Shepard was the commander in those games, right? Gotcha. I thought so. Probably 70% done. Holy shit, dude. Still here. We're rocking, bro. We're continuing on. Are you getting things booted back up? Computer's restarting. All right. We're just talking. I ended the call because obviously it made the video all weird whenever you were gone. So whenever you get back on, just call me back and we will get the video call back on and be all good. Ninja Gaiden 4. Is it in Ninja Gaiden games the like incredibly hard games? I've never played one, but I've always heard that the older ones were like super difficult. They are the original ones. Okay. Nice. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden Black was the one that I think I always heard of that was incredibly hard. We're having a bad freezing rainstorm. If it goes down, I'll probably have to end the show. All right. I'll play those over Souls games any day. Really? Well, Huey, obviously I want to get into doing the movies, but I will say that we're about 2 hours into the show and we are still on games. So, do we have time, or do we want to schedule another follow-up show very soon to cover films from 2025? What do you think? I am good to keep going. Do movies next weekend. More entertainment for us. Well, let me see. What is next weekend? The 22nd, 23rd. I'm coming. All right. We'll talk about this when he gets on. Auto mod. Oh God. Oh. All right. All right. So pop it out and grid view it. We're back.
What's up?
Oh, hi.
How do I do this
So
again? Like that. I'm fucking dark because all my other lights went off. Dude, it just went black up here.
we had a very interesting freeze frame of you up for probably a minute or so. And so yeah.
Yeah, it's like not nice outside. I was gonna say that before we started, like
Should have screenshot it.
freezing rain. I was a little worried that the internet wasn't up, but I didn't think the power was. I didn't even think of the power.
Yeah. So I don't know if you heard my proposal, and it's totally up to you. What do you think?
I heard. So I can't. I don't know when. I'm not gonna be able to do it again
Okay.
because we're going on vacation. We leave.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Tuesday.
Okay.
And we originally wanted to do the Game Awards.
Yes.
We're gonna do the next episode will be the Game Awards, which is only on December 11th, so it's
Yep.
not that far away, really.
All right. Well,
So-
then we quit talking about it and we move on.
If the power goes out, I'll
Yep.
probably just call it there.
Okay.
If it goes out again, and then I'll just
All right.
deal with our power outages around here, or just no
Gotcha.
point in trying it again. But
Okay. All right.
yeah.
Well, then let's
on.
move forward, and so we can get as much as we can and hopefully finish up.
Yeah, I can't see. Whoops. And now I don't have chat.
You're a mess.
Games for me. Okay, I'll go quick. So, game for me,
Yeah.
that came out that I was pleasantly surprised about was actually Blueprints.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Blueprints was one that I just kind of saw a trailer for it. It's hold on, I'm trying to fucking figure this
No,
out.
you're good, man. You're good.
It was a kind of a puzzle kind of game. You got to build the rooms as you
Hmm.
went. You're trying to get to the last room. There's layers and layers upon puzzles and that kind of stuff. Really cool game. Really cool game. And it was just again something that I had never really played before,
Yeah.
and was very engaging because you were trying to always solve these puzzles, and
Yep.
like you had to do so much within a day, and then you'd have to reset, and then you had to build all the rooms over again as you reset, and you unlocked more and more as you played.
Yeah.
And it was just so well done. It was just so well done. And Mrs. Hugh and I played it together, and we had a whole notebook going of all of our clues and stuff that we were trying to keep track of, and that kind of stuff. And time disappeared.
Yeah.
Like, we were hours and hours on one run to the point where it was like, okay, we looked at each other. It's like 10 o'clock at night, and we're like, I really want to keep going, but it's like,
Yeah.
do we commit another like 2 or 3 hours to a run and like fine tuning everything that we're gonna do, kind of thing. Like, it was really cool. It was a
Okay.
really cool game. So
Yeah.
um Blueprints was up there for me.
Nice.
That was really
Very nice.
yeah.
My only other one that I was going to give a shout out here for was today. Um, Escape from Tarkov actually came out of early access beta today.
Yay!
They have been in early access since 2017
Wow.
and finally released
Long
the
time.
game with campaign that you could play through. In game, you can actually escape from Tarkov as of today. So,
Wow.
for those of you who don't know, I used to play a lot of escape. That was for at least a year, I will say, maybe more. That was all I streamed was Escape from Tarkov. It was just my game. It's what I did, and so there is a very good chance that Tarkov streams will be making a
Come back.
reappearance
Nice.
because obviously the game coming out of early release, the game fully, I want to beat Tarkov now. You know what I mean? Like
There you
I invested a lot of my life into that game. I have met and
Something's got to fill football
I
time.
I have gotten a lot of people into Tarkov, you know what I mean? Like in my time of playing, like Snipes and Smokey and all them guys, and Smokey and I'm making an entire channel off of Tarkov, and I'm the one who got his ass into it, you know what I mean? So, I will definitely get back into it. Wicked's getting into it. I'm sure Man Bear will jump back in. Tarkov's making a little comeback. I've got to play now that it's in full release. So it's kind of cheating to mention Tarkov because it's been around for 8 years. But
Something new.
being that they actually released the full version of the game today, I felt like it was appropriate. So that's my only other game for 2025 now was I'm looking forward to actually beating it, seeing if I can.
Nice.
So the creator of the game did say in an interview the other day before release that he would be surprised if most people will be able to beat the final level. He's designed it in a way that he said he wants the level to actually escape to be the hardest thing you've ever played in a video game.
There you go.
So we'll see. It'll be a long time until I get to that point, but we'll see. So
Yeah.
moving on. That's all. That's what I got.
My last one, I'll try and do quick. I know I always say that. I got Chronos: The New Dawn there. Which
Oh,
was a
yeah.
survival horror kind of thing. It was kind of like Dead Space, basically Dead Space, but the mechanic, when I watched the trailer, the mechanic that really popped out at me that I thought was really cool was the fact that you would shoot these monsters, and then you had to pay attention to where they died, kind of like where they fell, or like you dropped them, because other enemies could go up to them and like merge with them and then become stronger and harder to kill and that kind of thing. And I just thought that was a really cool, simple mechanic. And I get it, like I've talked about on all this other stuff, that it's just like you got a thing and it's like a rinse repeat, and like, or like, you know what I mean, it's just a cookie cutter thing that they keep doing, and then all they do is change a little mechanic.
Yeah.
I feel like with this one it just worked and it just grabbed me and I was interested. Another thing though is like, it wasn't on Game Pass. I had to buy this game. And it's like, okay, if I'm going to pay money for this, I'm going to give it a good chance, you know what I mean? And so I bought it and I really liked it. I haven't played a full campaign in a game all the way through in a long time. And yeah, I'm not saying it was perfect, but
Yeah,
like,
of course.
it was cool. It was scary. I jumped a few times. I scared the crap out of Mary a couple times. I felt really bad, but like, this fucking thing just blew through a wall, and I just wasn't expecting. You know what I mean? Like, man, it had some good jump scares.
I enjoyed watching your streams of it. I really enjoyed watching. I would agree with I enjoyed watching your Dead Space streams. You know what I mean? Like you know, your Resident Evil streams. That style of game I really enjoy watching you play, but I'm a horror freak, so it doesn't surprise me too much. But no, that made for some good streams for you. I will say.
Like Dead Space was cool, but I felt like I was always struggling to keep up with. Like, I ran out of ammo, basically. I'm at the point in Dead Space where I ran out of ammo. I can't craft anymore. Like, I'm kind of stuck. And I'm like, I don't know what to do, and now I don't care.
Yeah.
With Chronos, I was able to, like, maintain a level of inventory and a solid thing, and it let me buy stuff and then it would, like, replenish. But I always stayed really, like, I was really frivolous with the inventory and, like, stuff and saving, like, really saving, like, just hoarding stuff. If I ever found anything, I was always, like, putting it back.
Yeah.
Melee. Yeah, I know.
Dead Space.
I didn't get good at that. I know.
He was a big Dead Space guy. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, just that mechanic of not letting them merge was something that you just always kept in your mind, and you had to like burn them. So then you only had so many like burn things to do. So you were like trying to manage all that stuff, and it was just cool. It was just I don't know, I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
I'd play that one again. I got like hard mode or whatever.
Yeah.
And I could play with all the same weapons. Like, some of the guns I didn't even use.
Okay.
Like, so I would like go back and like I would totally play that again.
Nice.
I had a lot of fun with that game.
Good. So. There you go. Sweet.
There you go.
Games.
So yeah, Split Fiction was like my one that I really enjoyed, and one that I didn't even have on my list. So
that's okay. I didn't even have one, bro. I was just like, whatever. The only one that I recommended was Split Fiction.
Nice.
If you have friends, play Split Fiction. If not,
we have the same recommendations. So that's cool.
We did. Yep. Nice.
All right. Movies.
Movie time.
Long with movies, but
no. I think movies went a little quicker last time too. So, well, we start off with the one that was on both of our lists. 28 years. You never saw 28 Years Later? Okay.
No, I didn't watch it.
I did.
I know you did.
I probably talked to you about it too, didn't I? I don't even remember. Did we have a conversation?
Weird.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't want to. I didn't ruin it for you though, did I? Did I spoil the ending for you, or I don't remember.
I think you did.
Oh.
It's okay.
Anyways, yeah.
Okay.
28 years later.
I'm gonna watch it.
The movie's good until the last 5 minutes. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine. It's not the best sequel ever. I appreciated it going back to a more grounded story with just a couple of survivors. Not the 28 Weeks Later was the sequel where they were trying to repopulate, London and bring a bunch of people in and blah, blah, blah. And there was a lot going on. So it didn't feel as personal as 28 Days Later, the original did. This one did get a little bit more of that personal feeling back. I don't know. I don't want to say too much because you didn't watch it. So like in case you do
I
watch
don't know
it.
if I'm gonna. But okay.
Um
I wasn't bent on seeing this.
you seemed kind of excited whenever we talked about it last time.
Did I?
Yeah, you seemed a little excited, but that's okay. One thing I will say, seeing it in the theaters, obviously, accurately, 28 years later, zombies and even massive zombies are going to have clothes deteriorate off their bodies. So there was a lot of just wiener swinging around in this movie that on the big screen, it was kind of like, okay. Allie's laughing back there. She remembers. Like, we were just like, oh, goddamn, okay. Like, this is happening. Like, that's there, And um, so, yeah, I don't know, man. It was fine. The ending, it's one of those endings that was so fucking out of nowhere that it made the movie worse. And now the sequel is obviously coming out in February, The Bone Temple. It will continue on the story of the people we met at the end, and we will. I oftentimes have a feeling like the next movie is gonna tell me whether or not this movie was good. I will say, like, I felt the same way with like The Force Awakens whenever they rebooted Star Wars. I'm like, I like The Force Awakens, it was fine, but what they do with the next movie determines how good this movie actually stands up. When then they released The Last Jedi or whatever it was called, and I'm like, yep, Star Wars sucks. Like now, like I'm feeling like, okay, so like what's gonna happen with the 28 years trilogy that they're trying to put out here? What they do with this next one is important as to whether or not I give a shit about the franchise anymore, which is sad because I loved the first one. It's one of my favorite zombie movies that there is out there. It was so original. It was so good. I don't know. Do I recommend it? Yeah, I still recommend the movie. I would definitely recommend it. Just be ready for a weird ending. Is what I could say. So, yeah, the performances in it were pretty good, though. Overall visuals were good. It's literally that last 5 minutes that threw me off. So,
Weird.
yep. All right, you want to do your first one since I had to kind of hog that one?
Sure. My first one was How to Train Your Dragon, the live action one.
Yep.
And I thought it was good. I liked it. I thought it was cool. Like they did like a lot of like shot for shot the original, which I thought was kind of cool. But in saying that, it was almost like I knew everything that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I feel like there's been like live action remakes where it's a little different. There are little parts, and that's what you kind of look forward to. Like I'm gonna use like the Disney ones for like Cinderella, live action Disney. There was little parts that were like just a little different that you like were engaged to see. Okay, what is different?
Mm-hmm.
And even like live action Beauty and the Beast with Hermione there, and whatever, like the live action Beauty and the Beast. There was just little parts that were a little different that made it engaging.
Yeah.
Because you didn't remember that it was new.
Yeah. Stay true, but it made it unique.
Yeah. How to Train Your Dragon was like shot for shot. Everything was like the same, which is impressive in one way.
Yeah.
Because that's not easy to do. But in some ways, I was kind of like, I've already seen this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I really liked it, and I could see where if that was the first one you saw, like it was really cool and well done. But there were parts of me that was just like, I already knew everything that was going to happen, and I was more looking at how exact they redid it.
Yeah.
Is what I was paying attention to more.
Okay.
Than whatever the story was, which is still, again, it was cool and impressive.
Okay.
But that's what I was paying attention to more.
Yeah.
So, really cool. I like the original.
Okay. So you'd recommend it
We're
then?
going to Universal Studios.
Oh
We're going
yeah,
to Florida there next week, and we're going to Universal. They have a whole How to Train Your Dragon section that we're probably going to go see.
there you
So,
go.
like,
Nice.
I like the movie,
Yeah,
and I think that'll be cool. Yeah,
nice.
just I had mixed feelings at the end of it. But
Yeah, you just wish they would have done a little bit more.
I guess so.
Yeah, to make it
So.
to make it its own thing, to stay
Yeah.
true, but to make it its own. Makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes sense.
I just knew everything, and so.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was impressive how they recreated
Gotcha.
some things exactly.
Okay, but you recommend, obviously.
I do.
Okay,
I do.
nice.
Weird.
My turn. I kind of have to skip one. Mortal Kombat 2 hasn't come out yet.
Okay.
That's going to come out in 2026 now. When we first did it, it didn't have a release date. Why I thought it was coming out in 2025, but it's not coming out until 26. So
Okay.
I can move on to The Gorge.
Yep.
It was okay. It was watchable. The acting was relatively good. Miles Teller and I forget what the girl's name is. The story, like 3/4 away in, took a turn that I was like, oh, that's what they're doing. Like, okay, that's fine. Like, let's watch the rest of this at least. But like, it was unique enough to keep me engaged. Once you find out the big reveal, it seemed too obvious that was going to be the big reveal that you were like, that's not what they're gonna. But no, that's what that's what they did, and so they just kind of finished the movie with it being okay. It was kind of more of a love story. There was a little bit, which was fine because it was about these two snipers on the opposite sides of this gorge. You know what I mean? And they're both kind of or the girl's kind of rebellious, so they're not supposed to communicate with each other, and they kind of start like because they've got binoculars and they're snipers, so they can see each other through the scopes and everything, and they kind of start writing like notes to each other, like, "Hey, like, what are you doing? Like, I'm bored, pretty much." Like, and
Yeah.
he tries to stick to his guns and be like, no, we're not supposed to communicate. And he'll have like a bottle or a can sitting there and she'll like snipe the bottle to be a smartass with him, like, and so then eventually they end up meeting up. They really like each other, blah, blah, blah. Something happens. He falls in the gorge. Yep. She chases down after them and yeah. And then they find out that it's advertised like this is going to be just like a gateway to hell that they are in charge of guarding. All right. That like this is just a hole that as the nations have agreed, like we together will protect each side of the border and, like keep these things contained. And you find out it was really just government experiments down in there. And they're just trying to cover it up. And so they have to keep people up there to cover it up. And then you find out super early on that like it's like they rotate people out every year. And then whenever they pick up the next person, like they take the old person and they just kill them. And so, obviously they discover this when they fall down in there and then they get out and then the government people come and try to take them out and they get away and that's it. You know what I mean? They meet up on a beach later on and they're like, oh, we're in love. So whatever, it was all good. It was decent. I would recommend it. It was an entertaining enough watch. It was on Apple TV. It was an Apple TV movie. Yep. Whatever. It was fine. If you like sci-fi action, watch it. It's not a horror movie. Sci-fi-ish action, a little bit of love story in there. That's all I got on it. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay. My next one was I didn't watch The Gorge, by the way.
Okay. I assumed you didn't. Don't worry.
My next one was Ballerina.
Yep.
It was the John Wick spin-off thing. What the hell's her name?
Anna de Armas.
Yeah. I thought it was cool, but it wasn't like it fit in the universe in the way that like the fighting choreography was cool and like they did some cool stuff that um, you don't normally see. That was kind of neat. Like there was like the whole flamethrower
The
fucking
with the water
water
hose, yeah.
water, like stuff that was just kind of different. That was cool, and the choreography was cool. But it was almost like the story didn't need to be done.
Yeah.
You know, um, so it was cool to see, and it fits in the universe, but it didn't need to be made.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Kind of how I felt. So it was cool, but it was okay. I
Uh,
don't know what else to say.
I actually saw it. I actually saw Ballerina.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I did not see all the other John Wick. So this actually happened by accident because we were, I don't remember what holiday it was. Whenever it came out, whatever the holiday was around that time that it came out on video, or streaming services, we were at Ellie's dad's house. And we were all just like hanging out in the living room, and like he's just like flipping through the channels, and he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's like that one that's in the John Wick universe, you know." And he just rents it. He's just like, whatever, and he just rents it on, and like turns it on. So I'm like, oh, like I guess we're watching this now. So we sat there and watched Ballerina, and so it was more like we were watching it, but also having conversations with each other because there was a holiday, and you know what I mean. Like people are just talking, and so like it seemed like half the time, most of us were like, "Who the fuck are all these people? Like,
Right.
like what is going on here right now?" So
Yeah, if you don't know the universe, then
I was very lost.
yeah. If you haven't seen the other ones, you would be.
And then whenever she ends up like in an entire town that's like all in on it, and she's just like running through all the buildings, and I'm just like, what the hell is happening right now? Like it was so over the top for me. I would agree it has that cool choreography of the John Wick movies, but that story I was just like, like there were a certain point I'm like, this movie's still on. Like it's still going, you guys. I felt like it should have ended like 3 days earlier, and then John Wick shows up. I'm like, Jesus Christ, now he's here. So, anyways, it was an action movie to me. That's what it was.
Yeah,
but yeah, wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad. No,
It was fine. It was fine. Like most things over these last 2.5 hours, it was fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yep.
So yeah. Is it me then?
Is you?
Sinners. So Sinners was the period piece, kind of around like Prohibition time. Took place down in the South, about the black community in this southern town that was kind of setting up like a, what you call it, little nightclub for them, you know, a place where they could safely hang out in those days, you know, to put it gently here. And then it gets attacked by fucking vampires. It did what I really didn't want it to do, which was made all of the vampires the white people. And was like, see, look, white people bad. And I was like, okay. Like, I get it. Get what you're doing here. Feel like we could have gone a different way. And eventually, like, a mixture of people get turned into vampires. You know what I mean? But it really starts off as more of like, they really make it to where like the original vampires that show up are pretty much like clan members. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you know. So I don't know. It did that whole thing, which I like to watch movies that just tell fun stories about vampires and don't get into racial issues or political issues and that kind of stuff. And I will go as far as saying all the acting in it was really good. The movie looked awesome. It looked great. The monsters looked great. The effects were great. There were some weird scenes about, they were setting up some lore of like the vampires were drawn to this like specific individual because like they were like going through this whole like, throughout all, all of mankind, like there's people who like, if you think of like your shaman who did rain dances, like they did all this stuff through music and they, connection through music and blah blah blah. And there's like this one guy who was like really good at like doing like blues jazz, and he was like
Yep.
had this powerful spiritual connection with music, and the vampires sensed that, and that's how they found him, and that's what they wanted him. It's like that whole story. I'm like, this is stupid. Like, just stop it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Anyways, recommend. Yes. Because it looked good and it was a vampire story. Just be ready for a little heavy-handed commentary there.
Yeah.
It's not very subtle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah. I'll move on from that. Yep. Your next one.
I will say I kind of agree. I did watch it.
Oh, you did? Okay, I'm sorry.
It was okay. No, it was. You said sorry.
Okay.
I don't have to get much into it. I'll agree. It was okay.
Did you? Am I wrong? Did you feel the same way?
I feel the same way. It
Okay.
wasn't
Okay.
spectacular. I thought it was okay. Parts were cool, but
Well, I guess I mean more about like the social commentary that they were doing. Did you feel the same way? Like they were kind of
yeah, I see
setting it up like that?
Yeah, I see it now. I don't know if I picked it up at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me my monster movies with no social commentary. Just let me see people get killed. God damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
I almost thought it was gonna leave like the nightclub area too. Like I didn't realize it was gonna be like just inside.
Yeah.
That little building. I thought it would have like gone out more and done more.
Okay. Well, so since you saw it, you know what I'm talking about with the music thing.
Yeah.
And there was like the whole scene where like there's like he was playing amongst the crowd, and like there's like the that part was weird to me. Yeah. It just didn't play a part. It just occupied 5 minutes of the movie. So I was like, whatever. Yep.
Okay. Next one was Mission Impossible.
Yep.
The Final Reckoning. I wanted to try and figure out how to refund this after I rented it because I didn't care.
Oh, that's great. That's so good.
So, I get it. It's in the title. The mission is impossible.
It always is.
It's supposed to be out there, but like, this is like the 8th fucking one. Like in the first one, you gotta get into this very secure room that no one else can get into. There's laser beams and booby traps, and it's timed, and fucking the ventilation has to be like all this shit. And he's got to get in there, and he's got to get the thing, and you can't step on the floor. So he goes down with the fucking rope, like all that. Like that is a cool Mission Impossible.
I would agree. I liked the first one. Yes.
It's still
believable.
Half-ass possible.
Yeah.
Even though it's impossible and believable.
Mm-hmm.
In this fucking thing, this fucking submarine has been at the bottom of the ocean forever.
Okay.
And it's got this secret thing in it. And you gotta get on a submarine somehow when everybody's fighting and get behind enemy lines. And then you gotta get in this thing in this special pressurized fucking scuba suit with a tracking thing on it, and then your buddies are gonna be able to track you at the North Pole under all the ice, and you have to do it within a fraction of a second and get down there, and it's sub-zero temperatures, and Tom Cruise just rips his fucking scuba gear off like it's nothing, and he's shirtless in negative whatever
Of course.
the fuck weather.
Of course.
Water. Like, immense pressure that you would just, like...
Be crushed by.
He's in the submarine, so he's depressurized. He's pressurized going down 3,000 fucking feet. Then he gets into the submarine that's been at the bottom of the ocean and depressurizes himself, takes off all his gear, and he's shirtless, gets in the room, does the thing, and then he like fucking gets out, can't put all his gear back on, of course, so he's fucking
course.
shirtless in however cold it is. He's only got so much oxygen left, and he's swimming and he's swimming and he's swimming to get back to the surface. And then the oxygen thing breaks. He's got to hold his breath, and then he passes out because now he's still pressurized, but he's got underneath the ice. The tracking beam is like telling his buddies exactly where he is. They drill through the ice and get him into a mobilized depressurization
Of course,
chamber.
because they knew this was going to happen. Yeah, yeah.
By solar or whatever fucking batteries they have on this dog sled, and he has to stay in there for hours. Normally, it would take months to depressurize from what he's done, but we've got this special fucking cocoon thing that we have on the North fucking Pole to depressurize you in hours, not months. And so it's just like, this is dumb. Like, I don't.
You are.
So Mrs. Huey was getting ready for something.
Yeah.
As I was like to leave, and she was going out for the day, and I had it on in the background, and even she was like, "This is dumb." Like,
nice.
Why are you watching this? And yeah.
That explanation you just gave right there,
you
got so worked up, but still managed to comment 3 times about how Tom Cruise had his shirt off. He's like, and he still has his shirt off.
Like, why? I'm like, why can't you just keep the suit on? Like, it's so dumb. It's got to be so cold down there. There's no way.
Because it's Mission Impossible, that's why.
Like,
nobody will believe this if I have my shirt on.
I was so angry. I'm
like,
oh,
Jesus.
Then, like, at the end, Simon Pegg gets shot in, like, his lung. And they have to get in this room. And at the same time, like, literally, Simon Pegg's lines through this part were, he's explaining to the one girl how to rewire this server so that he can set up the thing to capture the AI. He's literally telling her a sentence, okay, don't cut the red wire. And then the other girl, he got shot and his lung is collapsing. He's explaining how to do a tracheotomy with a pen to the other girl. So he's like, don't cut the red wire. Okay, you're going to make an incision here. Okay, now attach the red wire and the green wire. Okay, now you're going to take the pen apart and put it in the hole. Okay, now you're going to do that. Like you can't.
Yeah.
You're getting a treat. Like, no.
Man.
No. Don't do that.
I will never watch this.
Don't watch it.
That sounds.
I thought the last one was half-ass cool when he flew off, did the dirt bike off the mountain thing.
Yeah.
Because I know he actually did the stunt, and that's cool. I wanted to watch that. I know it's a ramp. I know he practiced it a million times.
Of course.
I know it's not. Like, it was kind of. I didn't watch it for that stunt.
Yeah.
This one was just so dumb. The fact that he floated up unconscious to the ice, and then he was gonna die. Like, if you didn't find him at the exact point on the ice, and you don't even see that scene, he just floats up and is like passed out, and then all of a sudden he's in the fucking chamber. It was even worse that you didn't show me that they dug him up out of the water. I would have rather seen that. Sorry, but I was just so fucking mad.
It's okay. These are the moments I'm here for. I love this.
Don't watch that movie.
Don't watch Mission Impossible Final Reckoning, everybody. If you don't want to be as mad as Huey is right now.
Unless you go in expecting it to be so far-fetched and stupid, don't watch it.
I mean, I would, but no, I'm good. I won't watch that one. I promise. I'm not going to watch it.
I'd rather watch Jurassic World again.
Oh God. Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. All right.
All right, your turn.
Fear Street Prom Queen, Netflix movie. I commented that I wanted to watch this because I had watched the Fear Street trilogy, and it was a very pleasant surprise for me. I really enjoyed those three movies. This one I have fallen asleep at least 5 times attempting to watch. I've not successfully watched this movie. It's terrible. It's boring. A horror movie, you would expect bad acting and blah blah blah, but this is just unwatchably bad in my opinion. So I don't even think I've gotten far enough in to see any of the actual plot or kills or anything start to unfold. It's been that bad. So no, do not recommend. I do not recommend. So go ahead. Yeah, yours. We'll be able to have a conversation about this because I've seen this one too. So we're pretty much skipping Fear Street so we could both talk about this.
My next one was Superman.
Yep.
I didn't finish it. I didn't care.
All right.
I didn't like it. I am a Man of Steel, Christopher Nolan, Henry Cavill fan because I just didn't care about this movie. I didn't like it. It was just another superhero movie to me, which I'm sick of. And Man of Steel feels like something different to me and a little better.
Yeah.
Whatever. The second I saw Bradley Cooper was the dad, I'm like, I don't care.
Right.
I don't fucking care. And I don't like Lex Luthor. I didn't like him, and I didn't like that guy for that role.
See, I like the guy. I don't like what they did with the role.
Yeah, I didn't like that it was like him fighting him with the AI robot. I thought that was dumb.
Well, he wasn't an AI robot. Ultraman is a clone.
Sorry.
And that's
that twice there.
Ooh. The double whammy.
Twofer. That's a twofer.
Dang. Well, you see, folks, that's just what happens is we feel like we have to apologize for these fucking movies that we've watched. All
I
right?
did not like Superman. I didn't finish it. I didn't care.
I will say this is when I saw it in the theaters.
I'm sorry. I said it again. You saw this before me.
I did.
You had said you enjoyed it.
I did.
So I went into it thinking, man, if Mike liked a superhero movie, I'm gonna love this.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
I enjoyed it when I watched it in the theaters. I thought it was a good theater cinematic experience. I have since tried to rewatch it at home, and I don't enjoy it nearly as much. I haven't been able to successfully watch it again. I think. Well, I think I was pretty hyped up for mostly it's a visual experience in the theater, the IMAX and all that stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, this is fucking looks awesome. I'm excited. Everything's going awesome around me. You know what I mean? What didn't I like it? I can't put my finger on it. I don't know. I think the characters are a little too cartoony. Even though like some of my original praise was that like it actually felt like a comic book movie again, but then I think back to some of the characters at like the Daily Planet and like Jimmy Olsen. I don't like what they did with Jimmy Olsen. I don't really like what they've done with Lois Lane.
No, I didn't like the whole fight they had in their apartment. I'm just like, man, I do not care.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought
what's his face's like goofy girlfriend.
Nope, that was annoying. They set it up to where like her selfies exposed Lex Luthor's
Yeah.
plan. Like, that's fucking stupid. And then, like, Jimmy was like a ladies' man, and he's like, I can get a hold of somebody. That, like, fuck you. Jimmy's a fucking camera nerd. You know what I mean? Like, he worships the ground that Clark and Lois walk on. He's not like a ladies' man who could fucking call Lex's girlfriend and get, you know what I mean? Like, shut up. Shut up. So, like, some of those things upon, like I said, upon second view, I didn't think about those things the first time, though, when I was there. Those weren't thoughts that went through my head. I was like, I liked the fight scenes. I enjoyed the visuals of them going to that other area. The standout performance was Mr. Terrific. That dude, I loved his performance.
Oh god, I didn't like any of the other superhero guys.
I
came in, I'm like,
I liked Green Lantern Guy Gardner because that's how Guy Gardner was in the comics. Like, that was really true to the comics, to how he was. I was like, okay, I can get behind this. Like, that is that character. So I was okay with that. So him and Mr. Terrific, I enjoyed that dynamic and how they were. I liked those two. And Toro, I just wish the sex scenes were dirtier. What the fuck are you talking about, Toro? I must have downloaded the wrong movie. Jesus Christ. I think you got the wrong one, bud.
yes, no.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I think I enjoyed it more the first time because I was in the theater. So I haven't been able to make it through the second time.
Yeah.
So at-home experience is not that good for me.
No. Me neither. Also wanted a refund.
Yeah. Yeah, and also I agree with the Ultraman with, you know, Lex Luthor being like, A7, U6, I4. Yeah. Like, shut up. Like, are you kidding? He's not a fucking video game that you hit buttons on, you know what I mean? Like, you created a clone of Superman so you could go fucking fight Superman. That's it. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Superman... If you didn't see it in theaters, I don't know. If you really like Superman, watch it. You'll enjoy it. I don't know. That's all I got. Anyway. That's, yep.
Next one.
Are you sure you want to do this? Now's where we start to get into my weird shit. All right.
I know nothing about these, so this is all you.
Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare was... So we are... My next two movies are a part of the... I feel like I need to remind everybody that the Pooniverse exists. The Winnie the Pooh horror cinematic universe is a real thing. And so we have Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2. And now this year... we had the first movie that I'll talk about, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. And, oh boy, I hope you're okay with children being mutilated and murdered on screen. It was...
I'm not. Mrs. Huey will not enjoy
it was pretty graphic. It was pretty extreme.
That's one thing, like, I think you did comment on that. You're like, that's one thing you don't do.
It's a taboo. Like, it's usually a thing that you don't do. In horror. You don't hurt animals and you don't hurt children. But this movie went ahead and did that. Unapologetically did that. And it was the thing is it wasn't a bad movie. Like, okay. I have to talk about the Pooniverse and what we're doing here, okay? So like the Pooniverse, like the first couple of movies are weird because it's like I feel like we're covering lots of different genres of horror. You know, they're like kind of like weird. You could tell like they're guys in masks. They're like creatures that have been mutated, but you know what I mean? It's so cheaply done, you know? Like, it's guys in fucking good quality masks that are, you know, Pooh and Piglet and Owl and Tigger and all them. And You know, so there are these creatures that exist out there, and now you have this one that really boils down to being like a slasher film. It's more of in like the vein of like your Scream and stuff, and the Black Phone, which I compared it to. So like Peter Pan's just a fucking dude in this movie. Tinkerbell turns out to be one of the original people that he kind of kidnapped. I don't remember if it was a kid that he kidnapped and now has grown older with him, but is like gay, transsexual, transvestite, and the fairy dust is essentially fucking heroin. And like, so like Tinkerbell stays with Peter because like Peter supplies him with his fairy dust, you know what I mean? And they live in this like run down fucking nasty house where like there's still kids like chained up and shit, and like, and then the one sister comes to get her brother, and another person is still fucking trapped there, and it turns out that that's Hook. That's gonna be fucking Hook. Because like Peter Pan has kept him fucking caged up for so long that has cut his hand off and shit, if I remember correctly, and like kills him with a fucking, or like, I'm just like, what is happening? There's so much weird shit going on. Like, this is where the list really starts to crack me up, because you're like, I want to talk about Snow White and Wicked for good, and I'm like, I watched this movie where children got brutally murdered on screen for an hour and 30 minutes, and it made me feel sick to my stomach. So,
Yep. We're different.
Man. Like I said, the bad part is I'm saying all of this and still being like, yeah, it was a pretty good fucking movie. I would recommend it. Oh, shit. What's up, JC? Don't mind us. We're just talking about murder. I don't know. There's not much more I could say about it. It's part of the ever expanding. You want this review to end already. It's an expanding universe. I think that Peter Pan is going to end up being the villain of this Pooniverse universe. And the Pooniverse. And yeah, it was wild, man. It was a wild one. Very, very gory.
That's awful.
So, but I will say that I think movies like this exist more in cinema. And like I said, I know like the children taboos, the animal taboos and stuff like that. But because like, I was thinking about this the other day, and I knew I wanted to talk about this whenever we got to the show here. Because you think about like back in the day, they used to talk about horror movies of like Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, that literally the scariest scene in the movie is where they turn around like a skeleton dummy in a wheelchair that has like his mom's clothes and a wig on, you know what I mean? And then he shows up in his mom's dress or whatever. And they're like, people were vomiting and puking, and they had to be taken out of the theaters because they were having heart attacks, blah, blah, blah. And like because of the times we live in, obviously, like desensitization is such a factor. Like we see those things now, and we're like, that ain't fucking scary at all, bro. Like we are the generation of people who grew up with like knowing that like beheadings existed on fucking YouTube. You know what I mean? Like we've grown up with some really violent, weird shit. And so now movies like Terrifier exist. And Terrifier is like the current one that's really pushing. But everybody knows if you go see Terrifier, you're gonna see some shit. Like it's gonna be all the things that you've never supposed to have been allowed to see. You're gonna see it in this movie. And it's so fucking successful right now, because that's like our day and age's version of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho back then. Like we're gonna go and we're gonna get that feeling of being like, oh, I was disgusted with that movie, you know, like it was so gross, blah blah blah, but it's like the talking thing now, you know. So I feel like movies like this exist because of those reasons. So, you know, that's where we've gotten to with horror is
keep pushing the envelope.
And what's left, what is left. Like we're practically showing all the things that have been agreed for from now from all existence. We've all agreed you don't show these things. We do now. We just do. And we give it like NC-17 ratings because nobody ever wanted to be rated over a rated R, because that really excludes too much money. But now, like, the Terrifier is like, yeah, we're going to release this NC-17 movie, and it's more successful than most horror movies. And they're like, see, we can do it. We're fine. We got this.
Oh, yeah.
So anyways, that's my rant about where we are and why this movie was the way it was. And like I said, did I enjoy it? Yes, I did. I can't say I didn't enjoy this movie. It was sick. It was gross. But it was a horror story. It had a story. It wasn't just Terrifier is literally gore and butchering people with 5 minutes of story scattered over a 2.5 hour movie. This had a story, at least. Was it graphic? Yes, but it belonged in a universe and it told a story. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
So, Huey, can you tell us about Snow White, please?
I cannot because I didn't.
Oh, you didn't watch it. Okay. All right.
Snow White got poor reviews.
Yes.
And I didn't bother.
Okay.
Somebody else did, but I didn't bother.
Didn't watch it.
I didn't. Even just the trailers, I didn't feel like Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Would have. I don't know.
Didn't make a good queen.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
She's really not that good of an actress, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I just didn't bother.
Yeah.
I just didn't bother. So.
All right.
If it would have got good reviews, I would have. But the fact that it was so poorly, I just didn't bother.
Gotcha. All right.
Are you going then? Or?
Sure. How many more do you have on your side?
Who? My next one is not gonna. I'm not like. Wicked for Good hasn't come out yet. It comes out next weekend, actually.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mrs. Huey and I we're going on vacation. We're going to Florida.
Okay.
And we're going to Universal Studios.
Yep.
And there is a Wicked experience at Universal Studios that we're going to go to. And we're going to go see Wicked for Good in IMAX in Florida because it comes out right then. So we're going to go to the new movie, go to the experience, and do that whole little thing. So
there you go.
I am going to see Wicked. I will say that I didn't enjoy the first one. I wasn't a fan of it. It just wasn't what I was expecting. Mrs. Huey loves it. She's big fan.
Yeah.
I just didn't. It wasn't what I was expecting, so I didn't really enjoy it. But from the trailers that I've seen for this new one, I think I'm going to enjoy it more. It looks a little bit like, I was going to say darker, but I don't know if it's more darker. But it looks like it ties in Dorothy and Tin Man and all that stuff a little bit more, and I understand more now of the whole backstory and what's happening.
Okay.
With the first Wicked, it was a bunch of stuff that it was one step further back from even that.
Okay.
And I don't know. I don't know. I didn't like the whole what they were going with and whatever with the animals and all the stuff. It didn't make. I don't know. I didn't buy into it. So.
Okay. I have not seen it, so.
And it wasn't even close to what I was expecting, so I didn't get into it. But with this one, I think I'm going to enjoy it because like I said, more backstory to Dorothy and how all that happened. Because it's like when you actually watch the first Wizard of Oz, you're like, who the fuck is this guy? And why is he so pissed? Like, why are they trying to kill the Wicked Witch? Like all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's just answering all those questions, which I think is neat.
Okay.
You see that. You know what I mean? Just one level back from
Yeah.
that. It's kind of like Joker. Like, why is Joker Joker? You know what I mean? That movie was sick because you see you kind of see the build up to how it became that. So it's kind of like seeing how the Wicked Witch became the Wicked Witch.
Okay.
It's kind of neat.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
I think I'm going to enjoy it a lot more.
Well, I think that obviously the entire experience will help enhance. You know what I mean? Like being in Florida, seeing it, and then knowing you got the experience to look forward to as well. So, no, that'd be a good time.
Yeah,
Good for you guys. That'd be fun.
should be cool.
Nice. Pooniverse movie number 2.
Do it. I'm waiting here.
This one's probably going to have less to say than I did about Peter Pan.
Okay.
Bambi the Reckoning. Watched it 2 nights ago.
Ellie, watch it with
No, Geo did.
you. Okay. Wow.
I wouldn't let him watch the Peter Pan one. The Bambi one is where we once again go into another genre of horror, as this is a more of a creature feature, and
Yeah.
he knows, you know what I mean? Like, he was laughing. That kid was laughing hysterically at parts. Like, the CGI is so cheesy. It's so bad. So
He
bad.
texted me mid-movie.
Dude. Okay, but that's because there's one scene. The Geo laughed out loud at this scene, and I was like, oh my god, like, we actually rewound it and watched it again. I was like, did this really just fucking happen? Because like, so okay, set it up here. Bambi. All right. Starts off the same as the cartoon. Bambi loses his mom, then he grows up, he falls in love, and in this universe, his his female counterpart gets like hit by a car, and they have a baby, and then the mom gets hit by the car, and he's upset and like ends up drinking out of some water that has been contaminated with chemicals, and turns into a mutant buck. He's a big old mutant buck with giant jaws and lots of sharp, gnarly teeth. And then he's going after the people that, you know, like that ran over, because it was like the chemical people were leaving and ran her over pretty much, like killed her. And then his baby ran off. And so you have 2 groups of people you're following. You have a group of hunters that's out there that are trying to cover up these mutant creatures and kill them. So they're hunting Bambi. And then you have this family that's just like randomly like having a family, blah, blah, blah. It's like an old lady mom and like her sons and significant others. So there's like a group of like 7 or 8 family members, right, that are together. So well, there's 2 girls. The woman and her son are on their way out there, getting taxied out there, and Bambi just randomly smashes this fucking car off the road and like kills the driver. And they run to the rest of the way to the house. They're almost to the house, and they're like telling one of the brothers like this happened. And they're like, we left that driver out there. We don't know if he, like, they didn't know he was dead. You know what I mean? And he's like, oh, it can't be that bad. I'll go look. And he's like walking out there, you know? So this is the scene that I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is happening? Because the hunters find the smashed up car with the guy, and they're doing their hunting thing and looking around, you know? And one of them hears like a stick crack, and he's like, boom, and just fires off in a direction. The scene just cuts, and it shows the brother like walking through the woods, and it's completely silent, and he's just walking through the woods, and then you hear the bullet whiz, like the shh, and then he just goes and just falls over, gets shot in the head. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck just happened here? But yeah, like this happens in the space of like 10 seconds apart. The guy like boom, and then we see a scene, you know, the guy like walking along, and then you just hear the bullet whiz, and then just doof, and he just falls over. And I'm like, what are we watching right now? Like, what the fuck is even happening? Just random shit is just happening on the screen at this point. And then the grandma that appears to have some kind of dementia also has some kind of a psychic link to Bambi and can see where he's at sometimes.
Oh.
Sometimes.
Perfect.
It's perfectly convenient whenever the plot needs it to be, okay? And then they get away. She's got that sweet psychic dementia that links her to mutated deer. And so then I don't know, the mom and the son from the beginning, they end up getting away. Bambi decapitates some people, rips some people in half. they find out that the kid's dad was the one who runs the company and is trying to cover up Bambi and everything. And
no.
so, and he has Bambi's son. Well, he was kind of a dipshit. Like they all hated him anyways. Even the kid hated him. He's like, I don't even want my son. Like, fuck this kid. Like, literally, that's how he was. So the original mom and son end up giving, and the grandma, they all live. They end up giving Bambi his son back. One of the bad guys comes back and still manages to kill Bambi. And the son runs off again. But they made it look like the son was going to become the next Bambi. So Bambi will return in the Pooniverse. So I don't know, dude. It just like a lady shot a propane tank and blew up an entire house, like a compound. And Bambi still came walking out, and he's like smoldering, like, yeah. So, CGI monster tears people apart for an hour and a half.
Cool.
It was fun to watch. It was exactly what I expected that movie to be.
The $14.
Fuck no. But I mean, listen. This conversation is worth the $14. Okay. Watching the movie, if you can get it on discount, like give it like a $4 rental, go fucking watch it. It'll be fun. Don't pay $14 for this fucking movie. Don't pay $14 for any movie in the Pooniverse. None of them are worth that. But yes, I would still recommend the movie. It's a stupid creature feature that doesn't take itself too seriously. It's just stupid fun. It was fun. Fun watch if you like those kind of things.
Nice.
Yep.
I think you should do your last one.
Okay.
And then we'll move on.
Strangers Chapter 2. Strangers Chapter 2 was my dishonorable mention anyways. I haven't watched it yet. I have heard enough reviews. Let me use this one review that was a spoiler-free review that I watched. They said, I've never watched a movie for an hour and a half that literally had no substance. They're like, and they even said, they're like, the first one was an insult to your intelligence. This one manages to do even worse. So it's that bad. It's terrible. It's going to be, I'm going to watch it when it's hopefully free somewhere. I'm not paying money for that piece of fucking garbage. No.
Nice.
Strangers Chapter 2, not worth it. Yep. I do have two quick ones.
Yeah, okay, I see that.
I did watch Conjuring: The Last Rites.
Okay.
I really I've said before, I really enjoyed the first Conjuring movie. This is now the fourth one with these two, with Patrick Bateman and Vera Farmiga or whatever her name is. It's been set up as those two's last movie. They set it up as like, oh, the last Conjuring movie. And then I was watching this movie. For one, it wasn't that great of a movie. It was okay. It was as good as any of these are at this point. They set it up to continue the Conjuring universe, and because they're like the first 5 minutes show a scene that was like one of their first hunts that they ever did, that they fucked it up. You know what I mean? They messed up with this demon, and it's kind of leads you to the story of the last ride. But I see that for the bigger picture of they cast two people to play them at a younger age, and they make comments throughout the movie like, oh, how many cases have you done? Oh, we've had thousands. And it's like, oh, they're going to use those other two actors and keep telling prequel stories now, aren't they?
Okay.
They're gonna go back with these other two. They cast a dude that looked exactly like Patrick Bateman. I don't know how they actually found somebody that similar looking, but they're gonna do it. They're gonna go back and make more Conjuring movies from before times. And they've really set up the daughter and her husband, or her fiance in this movie. Her fiance turned into a weirdo in real life afterwards, carrying on the the legacy of the whoever those two people are. So I think they even set it up to where those two will have stories past Ed and Lorraine Warren, and will also be seen prequel. And I'm like, oh no, this is supposed to be the last one, and now it looks like we're gonna have two separate series of Conjurings going on now. It's not gonna die. It's not gonna die. And then Predator Badlands was my other one. I haven't seen it. I've heard great things. I've heard it's really good.
I want to see it.
I kind of want to see it too. Now that things have come out and everybody's like, wow, this is actually turned out really good. I will watch that one. So
I kind of want to watch that.
yep. Those were my other two that I didn't really go into last time. Just briefly mentioned. And now do it. Let's do it.
I don't know. What am I doing?
Your last movie.
I know, but okay.
We got to tell the story.
The whole story?
I mean, not the whole stuff. Abbreviated version of the story.
Oh, I feel like I'm not going to do it justice. All right, we'll see where we're going. Okay, so, well, the last movie is Jurassic World Rebirth. So, Mike and I, surprisingly, we actually got to see this movie together, which I never thought would happen, but especially since when we saw it. But anyway, Mike and I got to see this together in Toronto. So the last day of the trip, we had some time to kill before Mike could get on his flight. So you want me to get into all this?
You can briefly mention them all, yes.
So we had time to kill. So we were looking up stuff to do, and it's like, everything is not like cheap, and it's like, do we really want to do that? Do we really want to do that? And it's like we don't need more to do whatever.
Yeah,
it's like,
we just needed to kill time until my plane, pretty much.
I didn't want to like drop a bunch of money on another experience or something to do. So we were looking up like malls and different places things we could do. So we found a mall. It was called the Woodbine Mall, and it had like a little amusement park thing there, I guess, and whatever. We're like, let's just go. Something to do. Let's just go check it out. So we get there, and you can tell right away that this mall it's seen better days. It's
yeah, back in like 1960, it saw better days.
Yeah, like it's in a part of town that is not popular anymore, so it's just like run down. It just looked kind of rough. I don't know what else to say. Like it was just, it was pretty rough.
It was rough. It was bad.
It was a rough mall.
And you went in there, and it was like, you remember walking in, and like the first store that we saw, it just was like looked like boxes stacked in there that like were just like randomly open and shit.
It wasn't shelves and set up. It was cardboard boxes full of
just
stuff.
Random junk. It looked like a flea market. It looked like a flea market.
It wasn't like I was real scared of getting hurt or anything, because it is Canada. But there are parts of Canada and Toronto that you don't want to go. But like, it wasn't that it didn't feel safe. It was rough.
Yep.
And so we were walking through, and then we started like looking at some of the stores, and Mike and I just started busting and got laughing.
We were probably the most rude people they've ever experienced.
Oh my god! Like,
just laughing at their stores.
But like, a lot of them were closed. And we saw the one store. It was called Clock Unlimited.
Clock.
Like,
just one.
POS. It wasn't like the light went out. It literally said Clock Unlimited, and I just busted and got laughing because I was like, just the one clock. Like,
just the one. Clock Unlimited.
Clock Unlimited. We died laughing. I laughed at that, and then Mike was like, we were walking, and you looked to the one side of the walkway, and it was Second Chance. And then you looked right across the hall, and it was Third Chance. And Mike's like, how fucking mad would you be as the owner of Second Chance and you see somebody open up Third Chance
Right across the
right
fucking
across-
hallway.
And I lost it.
Oh man.
Oh my god. And then by then we were just like tearing them all apart. Like
Yeah.
it was just rough shape. Then we actually found the amusement park, and it
Oh
was
my
like
God.
beat up rides. It was in rough shape. And the mall ended up being really entertaining.
Yes.
We ended up and finding the movie theater tucked away in this little corner. and it was
Just a
still
fucking
closed.
corner. Yeah.
It hadn't opened yet, and all the gates were down. And I looked at Mike, and I'm like, and you could see the kiosk you could go to, and you could whatever look up time. I'm like, Mike, we could go to a show like Jurassic World. There's a few other ones that start at like now, and by the time they're done, that's wasted a few hours, and then we can go for your flight or whatever. You're looking at me like, dude, this place isn't open. There's no way. Like the things down
No.
the mall's like super sketch. Like there's no way I'm going in there. We're gonna get like butchered or something.
Not
like,
even
we're
that.
gonna
I
die.
was like, no. It's like if you bring your fucking card there, dude, you're gonna get scammed.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
this
you're
is
right
I was
about
like,
that.
this is a
That's
scam. I'm like, you cannot
This is
just
a scam.
yeah.
Mike's looking it up on his phone, like trying to see if it's legit and all this stuff. I'm like, dude, like it's gonna open right now. Like everything's cool. So it ended up opening in like 10 minutes. We walked, toured around again, came back. Everything was fine. It was open. We were the only people there, really.
Mm-hmm.
Bought our tickets, bought some snacks, and we get into the actual theater, and it was like super nice.
It was great.
It was like really nice, like recliners, like leather seats that reclined and everything. It was nicer than the theater that we have here, like where I'm from.
It was nicer than anything in that mall. That was the nice.
Yes, it was really nice. It was awesome. So we got tickets to Jurassic World Rebirth, and we thought it was so funny that we did like a little movie trailer review thing way back when, and now we were gonna get to go see the movie together. So
Yep. There we are.
now we're at the movie.
And now we did the movie.
It doesn't seem like the standards are really high though. No, the mall wasn't, but the movie theater was.
No, I'm telling you, this movie theater, there was nothing wrong with it. Nothing.
Super nice.
Inside, once we actually got in there where the screen was and the recliners are and everything, it was like, what the fuck? Like,
It was awesome.
all right, yeah, it was great.
The movie, Mike and I spent the whole time laughing.
Yes,
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'd say we were just like what, shaking our heads. This is stupid. And it was so funny to be able to watch that together, having done the review of the trailer before, because it was exactly what we expected it to be.
Mm-hmm.
It was corny. It was just the dumbest shit was happening, and we just laughed.
Yep.
Most of it.
We,
It was
we
really
were
funny to
we
get
were we
together.
were calling the next stupid shit that would happen on screen. We're like, this, watch, here go, there it is.
Yeah. Because part of the thing was they had to get DNA from the living dinosaurs. And so the way they did that is with this big ass gun that shoots a fucking dart or like a syringe,
Yep.
pierces the animal, takes the blood, and then it's got its own deploy thing that shoots into the air and has a parachute.
Yep.
They are on, if you've seen the trailer, that fucking yacht traveling through the water, going fast and not fast, but even just
Fast
cruising
enough.
on a boat
Yeah.
in the water. And he's like, was this a test? Was it a test run? Or did they actually shoot the water?
No, that they had to get the water one. That was one of
Shot the
them.
water one. So they shot the water one.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking. Dude. They shoot it. It goes up in the air. The boat is traveling. And I looked over at Mike. I'm like, if he fucking catches, like again, like they shot. I can't even set it up. Shot the dinosaur swimming in the water. The big dinosaur.
Dinosaur swimming, boat moving.
Yeah, boat moving. The thing shoots in
Yeah.
the air. The capsule shoots in the air with the blood. I looked over at Mike. I'm like, if they fucking catch that thing on that boat, I'm gonna lose my mind. Sure enough, they're fucking running out the back, like running out off
Yeah.
the back deck of the boat. Reaches over, fucking, and
Catches it.
catches the thing. And
And,
I'm like, I'm done.
and the best part is, folks, that wasn't even the most unbelievable one by
No,
the end of the movie.
it got so much worse.
It got
so much
worse.
But I looked at Mike. I'm like, if he fucking, because if you would have done it where it goes in the air, and then it landed in the water, and you had to go get it,
Okay.
perfect. I believe you.
Yep.
And then I'm still with you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still with you in this adventure. But the second you fire, you catch that, you've lined that up perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
Run, got it.
All right. Can I handle the one where the guy fell off the cliff?
Your turn.
Okay.
Your turn. Yeah.
I don't remember the third one. I remember the cliff one though. So they were a guy essentially falls off a mountainside and is caught by big one. I mean, he's fallen, right? But he's caught by like big leaves on trees, right? Because it's Jurassic Park. So because there's big dinosaurs, there's got to be big leaves on trees. So he gets slowed down enough. This is as like ploop, and then one of the things shoots in the air and he hits all the leaves and he lands on the ground and he's like, oh man, that, almost knocked the breath out of me, but I'm good. No. It was like a little pond, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A very small body of water that he lands in. And as he's essentially recovering from this, you get the little pod coming down in the screen, boop, and he's able to get it. This has come down a fucking cliff and landed right there where he's like, I got it.
Yo, dude are rappelling down.
Yeah, and then it turns out the guys that stayed on top, like, or keep in mind, this is like hundreds of feet. Am I wrong? Hundreds, I'd say. Big cliff. They had found a fucking stairway that just goes through the rest of the cliff, and this guy has fallen. And for anybody who knows a thing or two about physics, it doesn't take that fucking long to fall down. But by the time he hits the bottom and is recovering and grabbing the thing, these other guys pop out this little entry where they're like, hey, we made it down here too. Look, we've all reconvened together. How convenient. It's like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Parachute thing didn't get stuck in a tree.
No.
Just
came on down
right next to them.
right where he could get it, right where, oh my god. Okay, so this is probably just as good a place as any to tell you. This is where the story at the beginning of the stream came in, that I noticed something from the previous. When I showed the trailer for Jurassic Park Rebirth, it was a fucking fan-made trailer. It wasn't even the real trailer that I showed in the last episode. It had Chris Pratt in it. It had Bryce Dallas Howard in it. It had all. We were talking about Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard being in this movie and shit in our last review. The trailer I showed was a fan-made trailer.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll watch that again.
Yeah, and then as I watched it, I saw like what the website was. I was like, oh yeah, that's a fucking scam site. Like that ain't it was like Screen Culture or something like that. It wasn't even like a legit place. So I in our last episode about all of this, I showed a fan-made trailer that showed Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt was riding a velociraptor in that trailer, and we didn't even say anything. It was like Scarlett Johansson standing there, and Chris Pratt was like in the background, like up on blue, like. And we're just like talking, like going on as normal, like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah. So, anyways, I thought that was kind of funny. I caught that. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, this doesn't look right. So, yeah. Anyways.
Oh yeah, we laughed pretty hard through that movie.
It was.
Our heads a lot. There's probably so many other things, but yeah, all of it was bad.
In hindsight, though,
I wouldn't have enjoyed it without you.
No, I agree.
That would have sucked. Like, it was so perfect that we got to watch that together and laugh at it. Like,
yes,
I enjoyed it more that you were there.
And not only that, I'm almost glad that it was a piece of shit. Because
Yeah.
if it would have just been a movie that we're both like, I really enjoyed that, it wouldn't have been nearly as fun. You know what I mean? But the fact that we were able to sit there in the theater and have those like, are you fucking kidding me moments made it that much better. That was a part of the experience for me too. So,
Yeah.
oh
There's
man.
probably some that, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there was a lot. But
Yeah.
yep.
So then you got cursed.
Yeah, so we're leaving the theater. It is now
Woodbine
time.
Mall.
It is, yes, we're leaving Woodbine Mall, and it's time for Huey to take me to the airport. And as we are literally like probably, I don't know, 50 feet away from the front door, this little girl just like is standing in front of me and just spits on the ground in front of me. And I was like, what the fuck? It's, what the hell was that, dude? So we just like sidestepped this little girl who, like, at this point now,
Like indoors. Like that's the level of respect
indoors,
that
yes.
these people had for this mall.
Yeah, Allie said
Like,
she didn't know it. No, we had to wait for this episode to tell this entire story.
it was a mom and two little girls, and the little girl literally just was walking and whatever,
Just-
stopped and just spit right in front of us on the floor.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck is going on?
And we're like, Mike and I are like, what the fuck is happening? We walked out to the car in tears. I was dying laughing. Like, what just happened? That is like, even for like adults spit outside, like
Right.
outside. This is a little girl that just had no respect for anything.
No.
It was just like spit on the floor.
Yep. But knowing what we know now, at this point, we assume that she put a curse on me. Because this is where I got
So
dropped off.
I haven't talked to you. I know we're
Yeah, you're good.
deep into this episode here, but I have not really talked to you about your experience after I dropped you off.
Okay.
You texted me, but
Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
talked to you. We haven't talked about this at all, really.
So okay. So we're, you know, Huey drops me off, and I get in there, get my ticket, get through customs, everything perfectly fine, no problem at all.
We knew you had a long wait time.
I had a long wait,
but
but you had a long drive, so
I had a long drive, so
I was
I
like,
knew it was gonna be
I
slow.
have a phone, a charger, and Wi-Fi. I can watch movies. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I can sit in a chair and watch movies.
You had a 4 or 5 hour.
Yeah, it was something like that.
So
And
you had a long wait.
to begin with, I knew I had a long wait, but then as it started getting closer, like usually you're waiting there, and the person comes out to their little kiosk and they start getting rings ready, you know, and like we're like half hour away from when we should be boarding, and the little person hasn't come out yet. So we're all sitting there. We're like, okay, what's going on here? You know, like whatever. So we wait. Everybody, and a notification comes through. Flight's delayed. Fuck. All right, that sucks. You know what I mean? So by this time, like they tease you a little bit at a time. You know, like, oh, like 15 minutes. Like, oh, okay. You know, like 15 minutes goes by. Then they're like, well, it's gonna be like another 20 minutes now. Like, okay. And so like it gets to the point where it's like then it's like an hour delay. It's like, all right, and. Like finally somebody comes out and tells us that what the issue was and what the holdup was, and apparently the plane was delayed at another airport, so that, you know, our plane was late getting to the airport and blah blah blah, and it's pushing everything around and it just causes a mess, you know. But then it gets late enough, like we're talking like 11:15 at night now. You drop me off at like 3 in the afternoon, you know.
Hours.
Yeah, I'm deep into this day at the airport, the Toronto airport. And so now they start telling us, they're like, well, you guys checked in customs with the expectations that you would be landing in the United States on a certain day. And now that would not be the case. So now it would be a different day. So because of the different day and where you'd be landing, you know, and hours wise, like that we're not allowed to send you on this plane to touch down in the United States because the day that you were supposed to arrive is gone. You can't just show up on another day. You have to recheck customs and do all of that stuff. And so, like, they essentially are just like, no, we're just canceling the flight. And that goes for like that goes for the pilots, that goes for the attendants, that goes for everybody. And so, like, I'm used to like Chicago airport. So like I go up there, everybody gets in line and starts trying to figure out like when they can get on their next flights and everything. We're all in line, and about the time that it was like almost my turn to go, I get a notification on my phone, and I got automatically rescheduled to the next day. I'm like, whatever, because they don't have later flights or whatever like that. So I get up there, I was like, hey man, I just got a notification anyways. He's like, well, you're already here, so we could do your check-in. I'm like, all right, that's cool, And so he does my check-in, and like I said, I'm used to like O'Hare. He's like, he tells me, he's like, yeah, wait over there. We're going to get somebody to escort you guys back out to the front of the airport so you can catch a cab or whatever. I'm like, can't I just find a chair and fucking sleep, for the night? Yeah. And then he's like, no, you can't do that here, man. And I'm like, okay. So here I am. I'm like, well, now I have to go pay for another hotel for another night. You know what I mean? So I go out there. I had to call like 5 or 6 hotels. It's like 12:30 by now. And so I'm like calling hotels that have shuttles at the airport, and finally found, because the first like 4 or 5 were booked. Like they were like, we don't have any rooms. Like, okay. So I finally found one. There wasn't a bad hotel or anything, it was fine. I'm not complaining about the quality of the hotel, but like literally, like I didn't get to the hotel until like 1:30. And like, so like I just go to the front desk and I just like their little like food area. I just like grab some stuff because I haven't eaten at the airport. I haven't eaten anything since like I'm just like microwavable meal from the hotel. Like, here, I want to buy this stuff, go up there, I sleep, and I'm back at the airport at like, I don't know, like 6:30, 7 a.m. the next day. So I literally went and paid for a night in a room that I was in for 4 or 5 hours, and then went back to the airport, and then my flight the next day was delayed, but only by like 45 minutes to an hour. And so like, but like the minute that first delay came through, I was like, hold on a fucking minute now, come on. Is this really happening again? And so like I talked to him, he's like, no, you guys are good. Like we're getting it figured out. They had a plane there specific. A lot of the other people that were waiting around that night had caught other flights that were already going. They got another flight specifically to catch the leftovers. There were 10 people, I think, on that flight. On my flight to Chicago. Like there was enough people that they like had to move us strategically in seats to make sure everything was balanced correctly on the plane, is what they told us. They're like, we'll have like 5 of you on each side. You know what I mean? They're like, good news, everybody gets a window seat if you want it, Yeah. So like they were really cool, but then they came through the aisle. You get like your little in-flight snacks, and usually you're like, oh, I want one of those, and they're like, hey man, we got 10 people, you can have one of each if you want. And I'm like, I'll take these 2 things, So it turned out to be a really good flight. It was relatively uneventful after that, but yeah, you guys
drive back to Toronto and come rescue you. I felt so bad.
You guys tried to fucking keep me for a little longer. You got me for like another 18 hours. So
yeah, but you weren't with me. I would have brought you up here.
I was tired when I got back. I was tired. That was a rough day, but
moving forward, we'll do Ottawa. That's it.
Fair.
Then you can come home. You can come home with me.
Yeah. No, overall the trip was good. It's not like it ruined the trip or anything like that. Just one. Yeah. It's that goddamn Canadian curse that girl put on me, dude. Whatever it was, she got me good. She got me. Make fun of Jurassic World again, you fucking American. Yeah. Sorry. I love dinosaurs. Do you understand?
Yeah. Like Toro said, quit making fun of
yeah.
No, Man Bear. Quit making fun of my second chance store.
I know. It might have belonged to her family. I don't know. But anyways, that is the official story of what happened that day.
We were laughing, man. I was in tears in the truck after she spit on the floor.
That
Man,
was unbelievable.
funny.
That wrapped up the trip to Woodbine Mall perfectly, though.
Yeah.
Like that sealed the experience. So,
Good time.
yep. So, this has also been the longest time anybody has ever talked about the Woodbine Mall on the internet in existence.
I bet. Yeah, I bet.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. We did more advertising for them than their own website did tonight.
I wish the website had those stores on it. We actually looked up the website the other night.
We did.
Mike and I were laughing the other night on the prep session we had. Good time.
The guy in the bandana, the one fucking picture. I'm like, yeah, there we go. That sums it up.
Woodbine.
That's the Woodbine. Oh my god. Anyways,
Anyway.
yep, that was fun.
Yeah. Well, that was our final.
20.
That was our final thing on the list.
Uh,
As usual, we don't slouch on our time for these. But
that was I did text you earlier and it was like, I think this is gonna be a long one.
not our longest. The video game one's still the record holder. It's over 4 hours.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
History of video games?
History of gaming is like 4 hours long.
Holy
Over
shit.
4 hours. Yeah.
But it's also like 10 o'clock at night right now, and I'm old.
That's true.
I'm old and shriveled up. So, all right.
Well, as always, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out.
It's been fun.
It's nice to be back. Like I said, we've had a few things that got in the way, but hopefully we can get back into doing this again.
Yep.
Speaking of which, like I said, we've been planning or we're talking about it, and the next one, right out the gate, we'd love to do like a thing and watch the video game awards together. Thought that'd be really cool, and we can kind of comment our way through. It'll be like game of the year and certain things, and we can all just watch it together, kind of thing, and have some fun with it. So I believe the game awards are on December 11th. I think it's a Thursday night. Mike's gonna look it up now, but I can't confirm the time either. But we will we'll throw an announcement up in the Discord like always, and
December
set it up
11th.
properly. But
Yep.
December 11th, does it say the time?
I'm clicking on it now.
Should be really cool. It'll be all kinds of new announcements for new games, which we can comment on, and then, like I said, who we think the winners will be, and that kind of thing. A lot of talk on Game of the Year I've seen, so I'm actually really curious on what that's going to be.
I don't see a time right now.
Okay, well, we'll keep you posted.
Yeah.
We'll go live just before that starts, and then we'll just have it up, and we'll watch it all together. And
Yeah, I think that'll be fun to do a live show like that.
yeah,
So
it'd be cool.
tune in here to watch the Game Awards. This is where everybody needs to be this year.
Exactly. So yeah, that's the plan for the next one. We still got to do the movie trivia thing. We've tried to set that up a few times now. But
That's the one that keeps getting pushed back, I feel.
third time's a charm.
Yep.
We'll try it. We'll try the third time. But yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Well,
It's been fun.
what do we got here? It's always fun. Good for laughs. Are we rating out?
Yeah, might as well. Well,
Once again,
before we
everybody-
go, yeah, I was gonna say we'll say our goodbyes before we do that.
We'll say our goodbyes. Not that you have to stop recording. 'Cause
Correct.
You, didn't do that.
Recording. Ha. Aha. Good call. Well, either way, I need a good cutoff point for whenever I download the VOD. So we got to say our goodbyes and then do the raid. There's an order to these things, okay?
There it is.
But yeah, no, everybody, I appreciate you all. Thank you all for hanging out. It's been fun. Thank you for sticking through the technical issues we had too. I know we had a brief pause there in the middle, but appreciate y'all hanging out and still continuing on with us so that we were able to finish up the games and then get through the movies. So
Yeah.
thank you all. Till next time, December 11th.
Till next time, December 11th.
Be here, be square.
We'll update you on the time.
10-4.
We'll get you there.
We'll see y'all next time. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.